I pretend everything is what I want it to be. I look exactly like what you had always wanted to see. When I pretend I can forget about the criminal I am, stealing second after second just cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just trying to bend the truth. I can't pretend I'm who you want me to be, so I'm lying my way from you. No turning back now. I wanna be pushed aside, so let me go. No turning back now. Let me take back my life. I'd rather be all alone. No turning back now. Anywhere on my own, 'cause I can say
YouTube, we're uploading most times of the week, a few times, 3-4.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy VapeCoach, and we are back again in your life, guys. Today is our ban unban tournament. We do this every couple weeks, and it's always going to be a hit, guys. What is up to everybody watching around the world? Great to have you guys all with us. Look at this bracket we have in front of us. Faysal, my goat, he returns again for the second day in a row, and he's going to be taking on John Cena. Amir Sam's going to be taking on Red Biz, AttackPotency, and Platinumhunt. That is a match made in heaven or hell, depending on which side of the spectrum you are coming from on that one. Chad, Nebeton taking on Cucumbah. This is going to be a banger. And let me just show everybody how everything is looking with this. So this is the rules. You can ban a character. You can unban a character. $10 gets you what you want. $10 might get you what you don't want. And by the way, what's going on, Shutter? Miska, John Cena, Daniel Day, DJ Crush, and so many more watching around the world. Chad, this is going to be it. And if anybody does want to donate in order to get this thing kicked off, you can do so right here. It is never mandatory, but always appreciated. Chat, let's get you to the match, though. Coming up first, going to be John Cena taking on John Cena taking on Faysal. Let's get to it, and let's go. So far, no character bans. It is going to be a straight shot tournament, though. Let's get this damn thing cooking, and let's see if John Cena is coming out with the heat. Faysal coming out with that ghost face, though, and let's get it. And yo, God's Will, what's up, man? Welcome back to the chat. Always a pleasure to have you here. And once again, guys, we are solo dolo, Mr. Lonely today, but I have you guys, of course. And let's do the damn thing once again. Faysal and John Cena going head to head. And by the way, I need to find a way to get that ban list so you guys can see. It's a little bit too long for the YouTube comments. However, if anybody does need to see it, just let me know. Make sure you guys do purchase correctly. Make sure you ban what you want, the cameos, the character, if anybody wants to. However, right now, Faysal coming out swinging. He says, John Cena, you want to mix? Let me show you what actual mix is going to look like. Throws him back down, though. Takes him up to the stratosphere. And by the way, guys, our second day on that YouTube exclusive. What's going on, Miska? He said Ghostface is something new. I gotta tell you what, man, Faysal, an absolute demon, though. He's not just good with Shanger T1000. He's got a plethora of characters. All right, though, gunshots coming out, and you can see John Cena trying to avoid any and all of that, though. All right, moving on through. Big boot coming in, and so is the Jack. Smashes him back down. 1-2 into the low, and another use of that torpedo. And what is this, Chad? What is this? We just got our first donation via the Cash App coming from NH. They got, man, thank you so much. A $10 prize pool. What do you want to do with it? Let me see what you said. Okay, wait a minute. Ban John, aka Homelander. Homelander is out of here, Chad. All right, we have yet to see any Homelander, but he is already out of here. A $10 donation, and NH, thank you so much. We got our first donation of the night, and we are going crazy, and that's gonna be Faysal picking that one up.
Round 2.
And H, by the way, thank you so much. Whoever that is, man, I want to make sure I give you credit. And Osbot's coming through with a 20 bomb. Osbot saying ban Kano and Goro. Osbot, I got you. Already $30. Let me keep up with this. Kano and Goro, cameos that nobody ever uses. But hang on a second. Kano, Goro. I'm writing this down, chat. And Homelander. Osbos, thank you so much for that donation. And now $30 into that prize pool just like that. We're not even through our first match. And if anybody's wondering, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin this. And all right, John Cena trying to come through, trying to do the Lord's work over here. Let me pin that message. All right, looks like we are good to go. Osboss, thank you so much again. And by the way, Yoko says, that was me. I'm at H, dude. Thank you so much. That is not your first time, by the way, donating to the channel. Thank you so much. You and the Osboss coming through with the heat. Homelander, Goro, and Kano are out of here. Cameos, by the way, we don't see too often, but that's kind of how Osboss does things. Already 50 goats up in the chat. John Cena in some trouble, but wait. Let's see, though. Let's see. And if anybody's going to save John Cena, remember, you can give players lives. You can take them, and that is going to do it. John Cena, though, going to be taking an early route exit, though, and Faysal going to go up 1-0. And, gentlemen, I now need your attention. We've got to address that ban list. Let's go! And so with that, we've got 3 updates. Kano is going to be out of here. Where is Kano? Kano is gone, courtesy of the South Bouse. Goro is going to be out of here, and Homelander. There will be no Homelanders, at least as of now. Thank you guys so much all for contributing. Thank you so much for being here. And now let's get it back sent your way. So Faysal and John Cena, make sure you guys are paying attention. Kano, Goro, and Homelander are all going to be out of here. Let's go! And we're going to try to keep up with that ban list. Every once in a while, we'll have somebody come by in the ban literally close to every character. And I'm talking about Adam Murphy, of course. You know what I'm saying. However, chat, let's see how this is going to go. And by the way, Ola says, how do you donate? You can do so right here if you'd like to. Thank you so much, by the way, for even considering. And remember, you guys call the shots today. We are literally just, me and the players are just on this journey. You guys control it. Into the air, though, Faysal says, if nobody's going to ban Ghostface, I'm going to keep slashing away. And all right, we have some demonic challenge. Remember, you can add somebody to the bracket as well. Ethan, what's going on? Big Chrome up in the building. All right, we are moving, and we are cruising. Eagly's coming out. Big Boot on its way in, coming from John Cena. Remember, Jack's cameo is still good to go. And remember, you guys can decide what you want to do. If you want to get Jack's cameo out of here, if you want to double ban a character, you can absolutely do it. Wait, did I put that donation link up? Thought I did. Ain't nobody using those cameos, double ban them. What's going on, Lady of Chaos? The newly minted Twitch affiliate. Welcome back to the channel. Is that donation tab not working? Let me see if I can handle this, chat. I'm gonna call up the executives for this. On? All right, no, there it is. It's good to go. DJ Crush, what's going on, my goat? And Gangster for Life, I don't think Homelander's such a problem nowadays. Oh, no, you've never seen Connie Monty play alongside. He most certainly is a problem. However, Faysal coming out with the lead. And remember, you can help save the players if you want to. You can give them life. He said, I dropped 20 into your app, not like this. And wait. I just want to make sure I have this correct. Don't let me miss donations, Chad. Remember, the Cash App is the only thing that throws me off. And Lady of Chaos, our goddess, coming through with a $20 donation. Already a $50 prize pool. Lady of Chaos, what do you want to do with that? Tell me now. Oh my God, this is going to get scary, Chad. Lady of Chaos, what are we doing with that as Faysal continues to go all kinds of crazy? All right, Faysal right now working on this lead, though. Lady of Chaos, what do you want to do? Just somebody going to have Spawn add New War in Finals? Amir, we've seen it before. What's going on, Gangster for Life? He said, I'm not seeing the donation link. Let me see if I can help you with that. Hang on a second. He said, ban Peacemaker and Striker. Are you kidding me, Lady of Chaos? Not like this. Lady of Chaos, you absolute demon. All right, let's update that list. Striker and Peacemaker. Is anybody going to save John Cena right now? Because Faysal sure as hell is not. And all right, chat, we've got to update that ban list as Faysal goes up on a 2-0 lead. And by the way, we've got some news. Mr. John Cena himself. This is very unfortunate. Let me show you guys exactly what we're talking about. Let me pin that. Lady of Chaos, by the way, absolutely coming through. This is what you're supposed to do, though. All right, though, those are the bans right there. Let's go take a look. John Cena, you are in some trouble to get us cooked off. And I'll tell you why. Because now your character is going to be going, and gone. Let me show you exactly. So Striker, by the way, Lady of Chaos always gets Striker out of here, by the way. Where is Peacemaker? Peacemaker is gone. And let's see it, though. Let's see. Who else is gone? That is going to be one other Striker. He is going. And Striker is going to be... Where the hell is he? He's gone. You can see what we're seeing right in front of us. John Cena, he knows the rules. He knows how it's going. Let me see if I can help out with that donation link. Yeah, Lady of Chaos chose violence this morning. Absolutely. And by the way, Cucumbah has to play Nibiton. Already asking for the Cyrax ban. Who's going to help out Cucumbah? And by the way, if you do want to save John Cena, you can. You can gift him a life. However, you got to do it before he dies.
I kill you.
Ola, no, Super Chats cannot work, unfortunately. It would have to be a donation because it does affect the prize pool. But if you do want to support the channel, you can do so anyway. So what he said is true about streaming only on one platform at a time. Red Phoenix, unfortunately, yes. We are unable to stream on both. And right now, we're going on that YouTube journey. We're still going to be on Twitch, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. We're going to have some stuff this week. And Yoko says, ban all the good characters. I don't see any reason not to. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And is anybody going to save John Cena? Because right now, this is going to be full steam ahead for Faysal. By the way, Amirsom and Redviz, do get those invites locked and loaded. You will be up next. And remember, in order to save a player's life, it will be $10. I believe that donation link should be good to go. And the current bans right there are going to be below 75 goats in the building. What's up to everybody watching around the world? Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are having ourselves a banger of a ban-unban tournament. All right, Captain Stabby Stab on the loose, though, and there's the Movado. John Cena's in some trouble, chat. John Cena, speak to me. John Cena, survive. And John Cena, though, this is going to be just the start or the end of his problems right here. He's got to go. 1-2, goes for the backdash, and what's going on, Big Platinumhunt? We're gonna see you shortly. And John Cena, okay, this is what he needs. He's got the Tremor out as well. How is Tremor still not banned, by the way? Lettuce Man in the chat, what is up, my goat? Hang on a second, kill him now! No, John Cena! There's the grab. Faysal, he's gonna wake up with armor. I can already see it, chat. No, he just wakes up, jump! And that is gonna be John Cena getting on the board. All right, Chad, we've got some life left in this man, John Cena.
Fight.
John Cena coming out. No Peacemaker available, though. And this will be Faysal calling up the homie, the 1-2. Overhead. And once again, welcome everybody tuning in around the world. If you're just tuning in, this is our first match of the night. All right, John Cena, though, in an early lead. John Cena doing some work here, chat. I appreciate the effort we are seeing. However, he's got a long ways to go. You got the feeling right now, John Cena, if you can make this comeback, though, but there's going to be the Movado money against caught. All right. Faysal, one of the best players on this planet, though, coming out with the ghost faces. You know what? Let me show the chat something a little bit new. I'm known for that Shang Tsung, and I am known for that T1000. But John Cena on the verge of putting this away, and John Cena is going to be taking that game, a 2-1 score. And all right, all eyes on Faysal now. There is going to be no blanks, not this time. AttackPotency, great to see you in the chat. What is going on? By the way, we will not be doing the replay screen as often for this event, just so we can show you guys what's really going on. So far, 2 characters are banned in the form of Peacemaker and Homelander, and 3 cameo bans coming from Lady of Chaos and the Sauce Boss, though. This is going to be crazy, and we're just getting started. This is our first match of the night. Look at everything you can do. You can give a player a life. You can take a player's life. Except for their very last one, you cannot take their very last one. That'd be too unfair. By the way, Platinum on the Daggers account, we like that Heidi lifestyle. And Faysal says, you know what, let's bring out the wizard. It's go time. And yo, what's going on, Big Crime Rider? How you been? It would not be a stream without you. Shout out to one of our biggest supporters up in the house, Faysal, still leading on a 2-1 score. We're trying to see if we get to that game number 5. And Lady of Chaos, yeah, Faysal has so many characters, though. If you were to ban characters that he starts playing, then it would just be like Squidward with the clocks.
Round 1.
All right, let's do it, Chad. Let's go and let's roll. Faysal, the best Shang Tsung in MK1. We saw that yesterday. Now we get to see this now. Right now, Faysal, though, going for some of the best meterless damage you could ever ask for. All right, Fireball's coming through. Ermac, though, not very good against zoners, but he can do something about it, but not against Faysal. All right. Oh, Jesus. 4-3. The Sand 1-2 into the Fireballs again. And by the way, Platinumhunt, oh no, I'm sorry, Redviz and Amirsom do get those invites sent out, please and thank you. If you guys are looking for the ban list, it is going to be located at the very bottom of the chat. And that pinned comment, Faysal is going up. What a confirm from Faysal. And by the way, 4 away from hitting that. Oh my God, he says, I'm you now. No, this is deadly, chat, not like this. And who's who? All right, though, overhead again, the down 1 technology, the 1-2, and Sujiro, what's going on, brother? He says, let's go and let's roll. I see no reason not to. And now that is Faysal on set point. Is he going to put this one away?
Fight.
And this ban-unban tournament, already $50 in that piggy bank. Thank you so much to everybody for all the support. Amirsom, I do have your invite. We will be seeing you possibly soon. Faysal looking to make his way to the semifinals. Faysal is going off, saying, I'm you again. Okay. Nice. And this is gonna hurt, though. This is gonna be some damage. Here comes John Cena, though. Not completely out of the woods as Faysal. John Cena, can he send this to a game 5? You know we'd love to see it. All right, jump-in's coming through. And by the way, yes, we've already got 4 bans. Here comes John Cena. Oh, Jesus, Chad. And all right, he needs to find a way to that fatal blow. Does he put Death Embrace on? Yes, he does. Checkmate on this one. If he can get one more combo started, Chad. Here comes the jump, but Faysal's gonna call him out at that. It's not gonna be enough. He needs one more. Does Faysal? Down 1. Big crunch. And Faysal trying to come through the 4-3-4 technology. Overhead. Goes go for the big swipe. And now this is going to be John Cena. He needs one more to send it to a game 5. This would be the upset of all upsets. And John Cena looking alive. He's only down by 1 round, Chad.
Final round.
It's Ujiro, what's going on, man? He says, where's the like, folks? Oh, man, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. He said, makes YouTube the event fair. I like it. Dude, yeah, no. This is going to be a crazy event. And Shutter, you have yourself a great night. Thank you so much for helping me today, man. It always means a ton. 100 goats up in the building. John Cena, though, does not have the lead, though. He's trying to mix Faysal. Thank you. Have a good one, babe. Hey, Crime Rider, if you do got to head out a little bit early, man, not a problem. We hope to see you whenever you're able to hang out here with us, man. We love you, brother. Down one. Big pickup again from Faysal. Okay. All right, Faysal coming through with all the Bed of Spikes technology, and Faysal on the verge of pulling away. Okay. 1, 2, 4. And now John Cena, though, he's on his last leg, and chat, that might actually be enough. And that is wait a minute, down one. 4-3 into the low. He can still do the spin, the fatal blow. John Cena cannot afford to get hit again. He's got a little bit of meter. Oh, gee, there's no way that hits. And it doesn't hit. I thought it might have, though. There was a slight chance. However, the cat is coming out, and you already know it for a fact, Chad. He is dying. Where is the cat? I need the cat in my life. However, John Cena, thank you so much for playing. That is going to be a 3-1 score. It felt a lot closer, though. Faysal, I see you up in the building, my goat. A 3-1 score, and that is going to be us handling business on the very first one. Chad, let's go take a look at that replay. Once again, brought to you by this incredible community. I think we're done here, man. Think again, we still have a minimum of 6 more matches. However, there could be more because we do have extra challenges you can add to the bracket. And if you want to see how things are looking, chat, let's go take a look at that bracket right here and now. And already $50 in that prize pool. Faysal going to be making that walk. However, Chad, we still got way more coming your way. Coming up next, this is going to be Amir Sam, and this is going to be Red Viz. This is one where I do believe the current bans are going to start to affect us. Remember, let's go take a look at everybody that is banned and unbanned. If you guys are just wondering, let me go give you that big look. So far it is going to be Peacemaker. So far it is going to be Homelander, Kano, Goro, and Stryker. That is going to affect many, many things. How is Tremor still not out of here? One has to wonder. However, chat, let's get you back to the action. And let's go! Alright, I will say John Cena did play a very nice set, even though Lady of Chaos kind of butchered him with the Peacemaker nerf. However, sometimes, Chad, that's how you gotta do things. Alright, Red Viz, I see you up in the chat. Feel free to go on AFK. Let's do the damn thing. Red Viz is gonna be taking on Amir Sam. The winner of this will be taking on Faysal later in the set. Later in the tournament, I should say.
Raiden.
Alright, Amir Sam. We know what's banned. And Red Viz says we're coming out with the Raiden since a lot of the good cameos have already been banned. There are still some good ones. If anybody does want to donate to ban your favorite character or cameo or your most hated character or cameo, look no further than right here.
Are all alike.
I believe that link works. Sometimes, there it is right there. Should be good to go, Chad. And comms, yes, this is live.
Round 1.
All right, welcome back, everybody tuning in, or if you've been here the entire time, let's get it. He said, can we order a 10-piece McShane Fireball? Chase, fun thing, you can actually force players to play a character of your choice. If you say, I want to see a little bit of Shang, all you gotta do is drop a 10 bomb, and you can make it. If you want to see them play Katana, it doesn't matter. Remember, it only works for one game, though. All right? And now, though, we are going all kinds of crazy. He says, why don't you make it on Twitch, too, says Com. I can only stream to 1 at a time, and we're trying to go on that YouTube grind right now. I'll be completely honest. However, the Reiko is going to be out, and Amir Sam, though, he is looking to cook. Less frames, jumps right in there, but that's going to be all Red Viz. Red Viz coming out with the heat. He said, doesn't Platinumhunt play Scorp? He absolutely does, Shang Harding. If anybody's getting any ideas, I'm just going to let you know, I will give out all these guys' characters, and they already hate me already. So what can you do?
Fight.
All right, Amir Sam on a very early lead. Yes. No, I'm sorry, Red Viz on an early lead. These are 2 young prodigies here in the events. I believe Red Viz the older of the 2, and Amir Sam, though. He said, YouTube the GOAT says Gangster for life. I gotta say, man, I'm enjoying it here with you guys. And Platinumhunt saying, yes, he does main Scorpion. If anybody's getting any ideas, remember, this is a ban-unban tournament where you can ban your favorite or hated character or cameo. And $10 will absolutely get you there. And you can double ban characters and cameos, too. And we've had people ban a character cameo for up to like 3 or 4 times. It's insane. However, it looks like Amir Sam's starting to wake up. And yo, what's going on? Sauce Boss! Into the sky, slams him back down, and this should be it. And we have a tie ball game. Looks like a very, very competitive set by the looks of it. And that is going to be all Amir Sam fighting back. I was saying that to be funny, Chase. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. All right, shout out to well over 100 people in the building. If you're enjoying the content, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel. And once again, thank you guys all so much for supporting. It seems like Amir Sam, though, he has found a toehold into the set. However, though, you cannot break away from this even if you had the meter. Here comes Red Viz. Red Viz light this place up like a Christmas tree. The holiday season's, of course, going to be over. Lady Sindel and Melina watching in the background. Big overhead chop for your viewing pleasure. Our double leg takedown, head on the outside. I love the technique we are seeing on full display. And this is going to be some damage, though. That tremor is absolutely going to be a thorn in Red Viz's side. And Amirsom putting Red Viz on roller skates, though. This is going to hurt. The 1-2, though. This is going to be the beginning of the end. But wait! Tries to go for the low. Okay, one more. And that is going to be chip out territory. That is going to do it. And that is going to be Amirsom going up on a 1-0 score. Still needs a minimum of 2. All right, man, this is the event she told you not to worry about, man. This is going to be some insane stuff we are seeing. So far, $50 inside that prize pool, 5 bans already. And I believe that is a record for us on the early start. And I got to say, man, yo, what's going on, Revenant Proxy? What's up, brother? Welcome back to the channel. And all right, guys, let's do the damn thing, though. Let's go and let's roll. Let's see how this tournament is going to unfold. Remember, you can give players lives, you can take players live, you can kill their cameos, kill their characters. So far as it stands, though, it feels like only Red Viz is on the receiving end of that damage. Yo, what's up, Big Crod? How you been? Make sure you tell your friends, tell your wife, tell your friend's wife about this event. Let's get everybody in the world up in here. I want 8.2 billion viewers next time I look at that stat sheet.
Round 1. Fight.
And by the way, if you do donate to the Cash App, just be sure to let me know. Sometimes my phone doesn't give me those notifications. However, with that PayPal, it should be letting me know. All right, let's get it, though. Overhead technology coming out of Red Viz. Hey, you had a birthday. Hey, happy birthday to you, Crod. Congratulations for another trip around the sun. I'll be celebrating mine in about 10 days, man. I'm 32. What can you do with that, man? That's a lot of years. It's a lot of beer in chat. No alcohol in our veins, though, right now. Down one's coming through. 1-2 into the slide. Here we go. And Revenant Proxy says, Vape, me, Vape, G-Star. What happened to your G-Star account? Here we go, though. Red Viz, though, trying to mix. We've seen one Ghostface today in the form of Faysal do tremendous work here. However, into the sky we go. And if you want to take out Amirsom, you are going to have to take out that tremor by the looks of it. You might be 32 in 10 days, but you look like you're in your 20s. I can assure you I do not. However, Amirsom, halfway to winning this set. All right, Red Viz is going to need some help by the looks of it, but we're going to see what's going to happen. And remember, if you do want to donate to the prize pool or ban a character, you can do so right here. This is one of our specialty events, Chad, and we're having a ton of fun. Slams him back down, though, does Red Viz. Nice. Stars coming out. And Chases, I'm on the grind on YouTube and Twitch. And by the way, Yusuf, thank you so much for the subscription here on Twitch. If you like the channel, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Into the air we go, and that's going to be one-way traffic on the side of Amirsom. 2-0 is going to be the current lead. Oh, Jesus, Chad. I don't know what else to say except for 2-0 on the side of Amirsom. And Calm, by the way, welcome to level 2, our first membership of the day. Thank you so much, dude. That means a ton to me. That is going to be 1/10 of our way, dude. I appreciate that. Level 2, by the way. Man, that is a lot. Thank you, man. And once again, every donation does go to a good cause. Of course, banning the players' characters and cameo is going to be the good cause. And Fikret coming through with our second membership of the day. Another level 2, you absolute demons. Thank you again, man. Holy moly, this community going crazy. Comment Fikret, it means a ton. Thank you so much for the membership, though, and hopefully that does get you some ad-free lifestyle. However, with that is going to be 2 memberships on the day. He says, I'm always on this account. It's me, G-Star, managing everything via YouTube Studio. Goated app. I got to say, man, I agree with that. Fikret, though, and Com's coming through with our most recent support. Much love. Let's go.
Round 1.
And by the way, if anybody does want to save Amirsom, it would have to be before he dies. If his life bar hits 0, and then he decides to, there's nothing we can do about that. 116 goats in the building again, chat. However, I don't like the way Amirsom is playing. That being said, I kind of like the way Amirsom's playing. He's trying to out-pizza the HUD right now, though. And this is going to be now Red Viz going back to the Raiden. Wow, by the way, Raiden Jack's a very good combo, in my opinion. Probably not optimal. However, with a couple cameos being out of here, not much more you can ask for. Down 1 with a double leg takedown. Going to be in full effect, chat. Oh, Jesus, though, goes for the air grab. And chat, this is some Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Throws him down again, and this is going to be all Amirsom. And a nice overhead to end things. Thank you so much for shopping at Walmart. All right, by the way, AttackPotency and Platinumhunt, I will be needing you two up next. If you'd be so kind, please do get those invites locked and loaded. To have fun, dude. Hopes it helps. I hope it helps you are doing that job and good. Personally, I'm getting you're getting fun. Everyone getting fun too. Hey, man, as long as you're having a good time, that means we are doing this correctly. Thank you so much for that recent membership, Comms, and welcome to the channel. All right, Sparkport on the way. Good low and an overhead, though, coming on the side of Red Viz. He's starting to fight back, chat. All right, Amirsom, though, holding one of the deadliest characters in this meta. The winner of this is going to be getting Faysal another low. That's going to be a punish. Red Viz is so far in the lead. He needs to be able to maintain this. Oh, Jesus, and all right. Red Viz, though, fighting back. He needs a round, though, if he does not want to get eliminated from this tournament. Let's go!
Fight.
And by the way, we have some demonic challenges here. You can add people to the bracket. Yeah, we went there, chat. The longest this event has ever lasted, by the way, is 4.5 hours. People just kept adding people to the tournament. Absolutely insane. All right, good Thunder Punish. All right, down one, double down one, VapeCoach. It feels like it just hits so much harder, chat. And right now, though, this is a disastrous lead, though. Amirsam, he's on set point. And by the way, what is this coming from Com? Com gifting our 10 membership, crushing our goal, and everybody getting gifted a membership. Com, you absolute demon! Dude, thank you so much for all the love. Holy moly! Dude, Com, thank you so much for that, man. Much appreciated. I know everybody in chat feels that way as well. It feels like 1/10 of this chat just got a membership. Dude, thank you again. Holy moly, man. We gotta settle this chat down, and that is going to be it, though. That is gonna be Amirsam with a 3-0 score. And oh my goodness, everybody getting a membership, dude. Everybody getting some love, and that is going to be it, though. 3-0 gonna be your current score. Amirsam, thank you so much for playing. And Com, dude, thank you so much for all the love. I'm gonna keep repeating myself because you know what? Nobody can stop me. You can't make me. Holy moly. And Com, once again, thank you so much for the love. I know you just came through today, man, but I gotta say it is much appreciated. Definitely helping out the channel. And now we've got to give these guys their money's worth. There's a lot on the line here, Chad. And let's focus, though. Let's lock in, because this is going to be one of the more demonic sets you see of the night. With that, though, and by the way, Verified COD coming through the level 1 as well, saying we're not done. And I got to say, look at all this love we are seeing. DJ Crush in the chat as well. Besos to you as well. And Chad, with that, that is going to be none other than Amirsam going through to the semifinals. And we got to try to stay composed here, Chad. I know there's a lot of love coming in, but we've got to make sure we keep this ship bright. We gotta keep this shit going. This ship going. Sorry, words are hard, Chad. So with that, this is gonna be one of the more demonic sets you see. This is gonna be none other than AttackPotency, the North American powerhouse, taking on Platinumhunt, aka Dagger, one of the best Scorpions you will see in this game. Invites are out. And remember, if anybody does want to mess with them, you can do so right here. Let me take a look. And by the way, this is how you activate any of these bans. All you gotta do is hit that donation tab, which is never mandatory, but always appreciated. And by the way, if you want to hurt Platinumhunt, though, the best way to do that is going to be to get that Tremor out of there. AttackPotency, I would say they're a little bit more versatile. However, invites are out, chat. Let's do the damn thing and let's get this party going. Let's get Big Platinumhunt in the building. And all right, are you on the Daggers account? We got to get you up in here regardless. I don't care. All right, let's do it, though. And Mohawk King, by the way, I just see everybody becoming a member, dude. Thank you so much to Big Com. And by the way, Verified COD, thank you so much for the love as well. Everybody's been coming in, supporting, lurking, working, and twerking. Thank you guys all so much. All right, let's do it, chat. By the way, this is our second day of our exclusive YouTube grind. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. AttackPotency, most notably represented by Sin. Platinumhunt, though, gonna be coming out of the last Ronins. Let's get it. And Chase says, we getting PJ? You mean DJ? All right, let's do it, chat. Let's go. Platinumhunt, though, gonna be coming out with that Scorpion and an AttackPotency. I believe either the Johnny or could it be potentially that Omni-Man? Platinum says 270 ping. What do you want me to do, man? It's an international event. It's not a serious tournament. And once again, let me show you guys the leaderboard right here, how things are looking. All right, Platinumhunt, if you do want to invite, that is perfectly fine with me. What's up, by the way, Amirsam? I see over 100 goats in the chat. By the way, we crushed our goal today. Over 10 memberships, most recently coming through from Com, and most recently coming through from Verified COD. All right, guys, go time, which means it is showtime. I do have those invites out. We're going to be heading that way right here and right now, guys. We're not waiting at all. We're going. Platinumhunt says, yeah, you don't really know what that is. He said, YouTube is much better than Twitch, by the way. Hope you keep on the YouTube more than Twitch. Hey, man, we're trying, man. We're trying. We're just trying to go for that YouTube grind. Thank you so much for all the love. And now, chat, let's get it. Let's go. And by the way, Lady of Chaos with a 10 bomb says, give Platinumhunt a life. Lady of Chaos, by the way, that's one of your first times coming through on the PayPal side. I see you. Lady of Chaos, thank you so much. All right, so now it is going to be Platinumhunt. We got to go countdown mode for this one, chat. Let me show you exactly how this looks. By the way, a huge shout out to Lady of Chaos, by the way. So we're going to be going countdown mode, which means 4 lives for Platinumhunt and 3 lives for AttackPotency. You can see it, though. Lady of Chaos, you can see who she's cheering for on this. We see you, Chaos. That is the newly minted Twitch affiliate, Lady of Chaos. Thank you so much for the love. Now a $60 prize pool. Things are heating up from here. And that is one of the benefits, chat. You can give lives, you can take lives. Or you can be Boss and ban the cameos that nobody ever uses. And he's very proud of it. And by the way, I'm saying don't play with it. And it looks like AttackPotency has no plans of it. AttackPotency trying to cook. And that makes me angry, chat. Makes me very angry. You know the cat's gonna be online for this one. Goes for the ja. And the Tremor gonna be on deck as well. Goes for the sweep. Platinumhunt still maintaining that turn. Good grab. All right, balls to the face. That's the way we like to do things at Vapes Fight Night. I said what I said, chat. All right, no mix on there. Good defense from Platinumhunt. He reels AP in. And AP right now starting to lose that life lead. You can definitely see it though. Reels him right in though. Oh, that was a weird interaction. And a 2-1. And into the air we go. And this is going to be all AP. Nothing you can say or do about that. AP taking that round. However, AP's got to do some work. Platinumhunt with 4 lives remaining. AttackPotency with 3. And by the way, Chases, I need that Twitch affiliate. My only goal for Twitch, man. Hey, man, if you keep grinding, anything is possible. Anything is possible as long as you ban all these characters. Good grab on the side of AP. And by the way, if this is your first time ever watching one of these streams, welcome to the channel. If you're a veteran, guys, welcome back. We've got some amazing players here today. And Platinumhunt, though. We've got the likes of Faysal up in the building, though. He's looking to win another tournament. This will be his 2nd in a row, and I can't have that. Even though we did make him the thumbnail twice. We like to milk that content. Shout out to Faysal. Okay? And by the way, Late Up Chaos saying, don't waste it, Plaid. We're going to see right now. He's got the life lead. Platinumhunt, though, needs to lock in a solid grab coming out of that. And by the way, Late Up Chaos, I see that's your first time on the PayPal. That's very, I'm so used to seeing you on the Cash App side, but a tremendous thank you nonetheless. That's going to be a punish. A 2-1 reels him in, though, does serve Platinum of the Hunt family. 4-3. So we have amazing people on Platinumhunt. Miska, you already know. You already know. And by the way, let me fix my my membership goal as Platinumhunt ties this thing up. By the way, yes, 13 memberships on the day. A huge thank you to Comms. All right, though, we are moving. We are cruising, though. Solid grab coming from AP as they take a very early life lead. And if you guys are just tuning in, this is match number 2. Right now, we're going countdown mode. Currently, Platinumhunt has 4 lives. Was gifted 1 by Lady of Chaos as the set started. So my boy Plat, come on, says Chase. He wants to see the Scorpion win, but if you're AttackPotency, you are not going to be giving this one up easy. Not whatsoever. I will tell you what, guys. Typically, these events have a very big prize pool, at least somewhat. But all thanks to the community, of course. But I will tell you this: you have to work for it every step of the way. This is probably one of the hardest tournaments to win. However, we've got some goats up in the building, though. Platinumhunt looking to retake that lead. Can he get it done? Down 1, double down 1, the triple dip. And AP, though, pushing on through. AP looking to get this done right here and now. Platinumhunt backdashing. All right, good down 1 and a solid conversion coming from AP. And AP looking to light this place up. This might actually be enough to do it. And Chad with that, though, that's going to be AP getting it done. And Lady of Chaos saying, I got both. I didn't know you were built like that. Thank you so much, by the way, Lady of Chaos. And now that's going to drop him down 2-3 lives. But what we're going to do is, since it's all knotted up, we're just going to go 0-0. Now the set basically officially starts. However, Lady of Chaos providing a bit of a buffer there for Platinumhunt. Remember, you can gift players lives. And eventually we do put a cap on that. I think the most we ever did was like 9 or 10. But eventually we do have to put a cap on that. And all right, though, let's do it. If you're looking at the current roster of who is banned and who is not banned, by the way, you should see a pinned message right there. You can see how things are looking right now. So far, Peacemaker, Homelander are banned, Kano, Striker, and Goro also banned, courtesy of the Sauce Boss and Lady of Chaos. Let's go, Chad! Looks like a very similar matchup coming from both players. AP taking that most recent win. However, the score is now going to be 0-0 officially, since Platinumhunt did lose that last game, which was a bonus game, essentially. And what's up, God's Will HKO? What's up, man? Welcome back. And the Sauce Boss in the chat. You already know, man. Sauce Boss, one of the goats here in Vapes Fight Night. All right, the Whirly Bird coming courtesy of AP. And Platinumhunt, though, he is in trouble, though. And if you want to help hinder AttackPotency, the way is going to be to get that Omni-Man the hell out of here. This is by far the best character. This might be the best Omni-Man in the world, just to let you know. All right, we are lurking. We are twerking. Oh, tries to go double pistol chest. He's not quite going to have it, though. And here comes AP. Oh, Jesus, Chad, and this is going to be pain. This is going to be ouch town, Chad. Population U, bro. Overhead, Platinumhunt blocking with his face. Not ideal. 9 out of 10 orthodontist not going to recommend that, and that is going to be AttackPotency going
Recognize off. Your superior. Round 2. Fight.
All right, Chad, we see what's in front of us. A $60 prize pool. 4-1. 4-3, though, attempt from AP. Now, the Platinumhunt going to be getting the better end of the deal here. Reels him in again. 4-3 again. Now, this is going to be what I'm talking about. Full double pistol chesty. All right, jump in, and Lady of Chaos giving Chase a follow, helping him on that affiliate grind. You gotta love the camaraderie we see in the building right now, as this is gonna be AP going off completely, and AP is just looking a little bit too strong right now, Chad. Okay. And once again, much love to everybody watching around the world. If you haven't already, consider hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel. It does help us out tremendously. Here's Platinumhunt, though. He takes an early lead, though. AP looking to fire right back. Just get off me, good sir. I don't know you. That's my person. That's going to be a huge punishment. The fatal blow. Kill him now. Kill him dead. AP though says I don't need it. And AP officially gonna be taking that lead, and that is gonna be a 1-0 score.
The realms
All
are
right,
mine.
Platinumhunt losing 2 straight. However, he did have the buffer of Lady of Chaos coming through. And once again, if you do need to look at that big board, look no further than right here. 110 goats in the building and climbing. All we can say is this is a tremendous event. This is one of our more demonic events. Chat, let's get you back to the action though. And let's see though, does Platinumhunt have anything else in his toolkit? Right now, this Omni-Man looking super, super strong. All right, let's do it, chat. Let's get you back to the action. AP taking on Big Plat. Let's do it. And yo, what's going on? Rising Smoke says best Omni. You might be right about that. You actually could be right about that. AP and say it's between him and Ragnarok. All I gotta say. For AP right now, I'll definitely say Wiz the more active of the two. The one we see here, most certainly. However, Platinumhunt says, you know what? We're going with the same loadout. If I'm gonna win, it's gonna be with this combo. And remember, if you're going to be on stream, make sure you're paying attention to any and all of these matches. By the way, coming up next is going to be Cucumbah taking on Nebeton. And all I can say is Cucumbah might need some help right there. There is going to be a Cyrax coming for his dome piece. Good stuff coming on the side of Platinumhunt, though. Reels him in, though. Goes full double pits. Right now, Pizza the Hut, though, takes some center screen, though. Now traveling westbound on the I-10 freeway. Platinumhunt, though, gets hit with the belly bump. 2-1. Oh, big dunk upon him is coming from Plat. They don't teach that on the back of the game, chat. I can 100% confirm that with you. Platinumhunt 4-3-2. Reels him in, though. Platinumhunt with the lead. AP, what do you got? AP waking up with boutons and just says, you know what? Let's get a little bit of a grab. Let's put you into that red zone. AP can definitely bring this back, though. And he's got it, though. This should be the round. Does AP break? One, I would have to think AP's trying to break. He's trying. I think he's just going to surrender the round, though. I think this is going to be it, though. Wait a minute. AP still with a full stick of butter, though. The filter might stand. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, Platinumhunt, is that enough? Is that gonna do it? No! And the thunderclap is gonna send it home. AP is starting to roll away with this chat.
Round 2.
AP has played in these before. He does have the unfortunate benefit of usually having his characters get nerfed. Right now, though, oh, he's full speed ahead. 4-3-4. All right, AP says enough is enough. And HK will saying AP is too good, a very, very talented player, and a bit of a fan favorite. I will say the same thing about Platinumhunt. All right, let's do it. And remember, you can do all kinds of stuff to rig this competition. This is not a fair tournament by any stretch of the imagination. 4-1-2 on the side of AP, though. Into the sky, AP with a tremendous lead. Okay. 4-3 again. Into the sky. When does it end? Platinumhunt, though, he's got a full stick of butter. 2-1. It's going to be a big pickup, though. I love it, though. The down 3 into the spear. Platinumhunt, he needs this mix. He needs it. He's going to get this mix. This is going to be the round. And we are absolutely going to spend that, though. That is absolutely going to... Lady of Chaos with a 10 bomb! Are you kidding me? Lady of Chaos coming through with the heat, making this a $70 prize pool, saying, get Cyrax out of here. Lady of Chaos, thy will shall be done. And now Cyrax is out of here. And I see what Lady of Chaos is doing. He's trying to help out Cucumbah. And you know what? All I have to say is thank you so much for no Cyrax gameplay. Lady of Chaos, though, our GOAT in the building. All right, chat, now I've got to remember that. Let me go ahead. Let me write this down. All right, so we have another character ban. We're going to see who takes this round. Remember this, chat. All right, I've got you. All right, I believe that is correct. We are now going to pin that message. And I'm here, so I'm saying Lady of Chaos, the GOAT. Absolutely. All right, chat, a $70 prize pool. We are moving and we are cruising. And now Platinumhunt trying to reel him back in. And God's will saying Lady of Chaos, the GOAT. I cannot even disagree with you in the slightest. 2-1. Down 1. A good grab on the side of Platinumhunt. That life lead starting to shrink, though, for AttackPotency. As Cyrax, by the way, getting booted from the event. And I don't think there's going to be anybody that unbans Cyrax. I could be wrong about it, chat. 4-3-4 again. The Jaja, he gets frozen, though. Okay. All right. Big thunderclap. And there's going to be some damage, though. He had the win. Oh, no. Platinumhunt, he cannot let this one fall between his fingers. 2-1 again. AttackPotency, the filter might stand it. That's going to be the game. And AttackPotency on a 2-0 score. If Lady of Chaos had not helped him out with that life, this would be a 3-0 lead. However, AP on a 2-0 score, just like that. That prize pool continuing to climb just like my waistline. And let's go take a look at that ban unban because we've got some news. So with that, that is going to be Cyrax going, and get this character the hell out of here. 3 character bans and 3 cameo bans. It's a very balanced tournament still. However, chat, let's get you back to the action. Still, I would say only one of these players' main characters has been banned in the form of Cyrax. Remember, if anybody does want to donate to the event, you can do so right here. And remember, You can do a lot of crazy stuff here. You can ban a cameo, unban a cameo, characters, whatever, give players life. And Platinumhunt, though, he's staring at an 0-2 hold. Let's get you back to the action and let's get it. And by the way, I know that donation link says the Shark Tank prize pool. Do not pay attention to that. It goes to today's prize pool. $70 on the board. Zodiac probably Peacemaker only? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? You legally have to tell me. That's a huge punish. Yes, it is. Reels him in. All right, Platinumhunt, though, coming out, outbeating the Hunt, though. Tremendous degree, marching him all the way to the corner. And reel that in. The Whirlybird coming out, though, from AttackPotency. All right. Look at the damage, though, on the side of Platinumhunt, though. He knows it's go time right now. Is going to be kill or be killed on his side, though. This should be a tremendous lead for him, and it is. Needs one more, though. You better believe it, though. AttackPotency still not giving up on the round. No mix, though. Keeping it all safe with Darius. Down one from the Platinum. This should be chip territory, but wait a minute, Chad, no! Oh, my God. That almost did not work, though, but it did. Down one again, 4-3 up to the high heaven zone. Here comes Big AP, though, laying it on you. There's no way he brings this back. I refuse to believe it, Chad. Overhead again, and AP looking for that mix. Can he actually bring this back? No, that is going to be no dice. And Platinumhunt getting his first round in quite some time. Definitely will need one more. He plans on keeping the set going. If anybody does want to save Platinumhunt, all you got to do is hit that donation link. $10 does give a player a life. And remember, this is a chat interactive tournament. You directly control this event. However, 4-3-4 coming on in. So Vape theorizing who Ola will unban later. We did stop the gifted from being a thing because people were just banking them. 2-1, and it doesn't affect the prize pool. It kind of wasn't fair to the players. To this guy we go, though, because it only benefits me. So, yeah, we had to stop gifted for being a thing. However, this is not going to stop being a thing, though. Down one, 4-3-4. Tries to go for the charge. And a 2-1 yet again coming from Plat. AttackPotency, what's it going to be here? Just goes for the low, keeps it safe. 2-1-4. And we are not done by any stretch of the imagination, though. Another 2-1. And 1-2 reels him in, does Platinumhunt, though. This could be their first game in quite some time. This is all going to be unbreakable. AttackPotency with no meter, chat, and this could be the beginning of the end, but no, he drops it. Needs one more. Just match like you've never met. Platinumhunt, no! Oh, no, and this is going to be welcome to die. We got to check with the cat. I don't think there's any surviving this, even with 1050 health. Attackpotency with too much aura and too much plot armor, and that is going to be Platinumhunt going down. And if anybody's going to save Platinumhunt, it would have to be before the next round ends. All right, Chad, let's get things sent back your way. Things are going crazy here in this event, as you can already see. By the way, Muhammad, I hope I'm saying your name right. Two beasts of the Middle East here, Mirsam and Faysal. Of course, man, of course. By the way, chat, coming up next, our GOAT Cucumbah, who had a 3-1 win over Legenda just to get on stream here today. He's going to be coming through and taking on Nibiton, who has their main character already nerfed. Courtesy of Lady of Chaos, and another Viltrumite stance. That thing continues to tag him. Oh my goodness, so Platinumhunt, he's in trouble. He's going to need some safety, but I don't think it's coming, Chad. Oh, wait. All right, there's a bit of saving grace there on the side of Platinumhunt. All right, Plat. You got to plat like you never platted before. AttackPotency. You know that Viltrumite stance is coming every single time. Hey, what's going on, Daniel Day? Welcome back to the events, by the way. Always a pleasure to have you around. By the way, guys, if you have not already, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. If you've not already, definitely helps us out. And where's that Viltrumite stance at? Where's that Viltrumite stance at? Down one. 4-3-4. AttackPotency could have picked that up. Good flawless block on the side of Plat. AP, why does it feel like they're going to rob this? But no, that will be no. No, he dunked it. Are you kidding me? And that is it, though. AttackPotency with a 3-0 score, and that sends Plat home, though. That is actually a 4-0 score. However, he was gifted an extra life, courtesy of Lady of Chaos, and AP moves on through to the semifinals. And I will say, Chad, all right, this tournament is starting to open up crazier than you could expect. Let's go take a look at that replay. Insane stuff. We are seeing it for over 130 people, by the way, and Platinum saying 300 ping. Hey, man, it'd be like that. However, there were no nerfs to you, though. I do think that you did have a very fair shot at it, and if you guys are wondering how things are looking right now, I will show it to you. This is how the bracket is looking and how it is cooking. Because you can't tell me you wouldn't have done the same thing no matter who plays Cyrax. Oh, no, Lady of Chaos. I would have absolutely. If I had $10, I'm banning Cyrax, yes. So, Chad, moving on to the next round is going to be AttackPotency. We're going to find out who their opponent is going to be, Chad. However, this tournament's starting to shape up very, very nicely, though. Moving on next, Chad. Let me show you exactly how the ban-unban leaderboard is looking, though, so far. 3 characters, man, and 3 cameos, man. I would say a very balanced tournament so far. And remember, if you do want to activate any character bans or if you want to unban anybody, all you got to do is hit the donation link right here. $10 gets you basically whatever you want. And remember, you can double ban a character in Cameo. I don't know why the hell you would. However, Chad, with that, we got to go to our next match, which is going to be Nibiton and Cucumbah. Get those invites sent out. Let's do the damn thing. And remember, you can take lives. You can give lives. You can add somebody to the bracket. You like if you saw Connie Monty and said, hey, do you want to get up in this tournament? You could absolutely add them, Chad. However, let's do it. Cucumbah, get those invites sent out. It's going to be you taking on Nibiton. Let's go. By the way, close to 140 ghosts just for an impromptu ban-unban tournament. This has been incredible. Thank you guys so much again for being here. And all right, I say we get this thing done right here and right now. He said unban Kano? Wait. Are you just saying that or did you... Wait, did you hit the cash app? Let me see. Let me see what we're looking at, chat. Oh, wait a minute, by the way. NH, you did donate to... Are you still here in the building? We actually did receive a ban, but nobody told me about it, Chad. So, we actually have another character ban. So, Chad, with that, that is going to be Omni-Man coming from NH in the building. I know you were here earlier. They actually sent 10 to ban Omni-Man. So, Omni-Man is now gone. All right, chat, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, AttackPotency going to be slightly nerfed here in the next round. By the way, Cucumbah, we need you, and we need you now. Or Nibiton, let's get this party started. Let me go see what's going on with these guys. I don't see any of them. Hang on a second, chat. We are on the YouTube side of things. It might be confusing them. Let me see what we got here. And by the way, NH, are you still in the building? Cucumbah, just invite me. And by the way, AttackPotency saying no as Omni-Man getting the hell out of here. And that's another 10 bomb. By the way, if you do donate for the Cash App, just let me know because it doesn't always tell me. However, chat, let's do this damn thing. And let's get this part. He said I sent it a while ago. Sorry, P. Hey, Yoko, dude, thank you so much for that, by the way. Thank you so much for even considering donating to the prize pool. Just make sure if you ever do that, just send me a message here on YouTube. That way I can find it. And by the way, Mink saying as long as Noob is unbanned, I think we're good. All right, chat, let's get this damn party started, though. And Nibiton, remember, their main character in the form of Cyrax is going to be out of here. And all right, that's another $10 in the prize pool, $80 and climbing. We're only in the first round, by the way. This thing is insane. All right, let's get Nibiton in here. Once again, guys, if you haven't already, consider smashing that like button. Consider smashing that subscription. Let's get this party started. Where is Nibiton? I see Nibiton. All right, we should be good to go. All right, chat, yeah, that ban-unban list is going crazy. So, Omni-Man is out of here. Remember, you can unban the character, though. But if you do send it via Cash App, simply let me know. Cucumbah looking ready to rock. Cucumbah, by the way, has been playing incredible today. I will be completely honest about it. And I see all those likes coming through. What's up to everybody watching around the world? Let's go. All right, Nibiton. That Cyrax is out of here. And by the way, let me update that list. Coming most recently from Yoko. All right. And now Omni-Man is absolutely booted. Let me pin that as well. That is the current ban list. I see everybody, by the way, coming through with those likes. Much love. God's will in the chat as well. And all right, Cucumbah taking on Nibiton. This is going to be our last quarterfinal of the night. After this, by the way, the big one. Faysal taking on Amirsan. Two of the beasts from the Middle East coming through. And all right, let's do it. Cucumbah taking on Nibiton. Coming through with the Quan Shi Pig. And yo, what's going on, Y2J? Y2J, I saw you streaming last night. I forgot to tune in. I was literally like my brain. I was like, I remember though, I put it in the back of my mind that I had to go tune in. And then I fell asleep. You know how that goes. All right, Cucumbah taking on Nibiton without their main character. Remember, Nibiton's main character is Cyrax. Cyrax is gone. All right. Whirlybird technology. And remember, if you want to really throw a thorn in this tournament, get Darius out of here. Get Tremor out of here. However, right now, though, the big stomp coming through on the loose from Nibiton. Okay. All right, Nibiton, though, still in the lead. I'm surprised to see that, though, without their main character. And those likes continue to pour in. He said, play, though, Vape. What does that mean, though? You want me to play? You can add me to the bracket. You guys want me to clear this entire thing? I'll do it right now, Chad. Don't say I won't. All right, big slam down as well. All right. He said, what's going on, Tando? Great to see you, man. How's everything going on your side? I know you guys are doing the Feel My Pain series, and I know it's going tremendous, though. With that, though, that is going to be it. Nibiton taking the first round. Cucumbah still in some trouble.
Fight.
Cucumbah going to need to get active right now, because right now he is getting zoned, and I know this is not a great matchup for Noob Saibot. This is our first sighting of Noob, though, today. Yo, what's going on, Chase? Tando up in the house as well. He says, no Twitch? No Twitch. No. We're on YouTube right now. We're having a great time. This entire community right now trying to see who's getting banned, who's getting unbanned, and who is getting the hell out of here. Lowe's coming out, though. A bit of a trade, though. It's going to favor Nebiton. Nebiton with a tremendous lead. And Cucumber, I don't know if he can win this matchup, though. He is just getting zoned. So if I donate through the normal link, will it still show up on stream? Yes, it will, Mao. Yes, it will. By the way, welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for even considering. If anybody does want to do it, you can do so right here. Yeah, if you donate how you normally do on Twitch, it absolutely will show up. And by the way, Mao, welcome back to the channel. Oh, the up block, and this is going to be all Nebiton mashing their way to freedom, and that is going to be it, though. A 1-0 lead coming on the side of Nebiton. If anybody needs to look at the menu, look no further than right here. All right, though, it looks like Cucumber's gonna need some help right now. Looks like not enough has been banned. But right now, though, Nebiton says, you know what? I'm gonna zone my way to freedom right here and right now, chat. Right now, this is the current list. This is how things are currently looking, though. We're gonna see how things are gonna go ahead and update. Let's get you back to the match, though. Most importantly, 150 goats up in the chat. And let's see it, though. And by the way, if anybody needs a look at that ban list, look no further than below. I'm gonna have to give you a ticket on this mouse, says DJ Crush. What's going on, big DJ?
Striker.
And Cucumber says, you know what? Where there's smoke, there's vape. And I like the enthusiasm. All right, Cucumber down 0-1. And what, dude, who is this guy in my chat? This is a new player. He wants in on the series. No autographs. DieJTT could be me. You see this guy? Cucumber saying Striker is banned. Striker is banned, yes. Striker's out of here, unfortunately. One of the best loadouts in the game. You can see it right there. By the way, Cucumber, you can see Striker is getting the hell out of here. We need to look again. We will show you. And Lady of Chaos with a 10 bomb. Cucumber, no, you picked too late. Too early. Cucumber, Lady of Chaos says ban Quan with a 10 bomb. Look at that. $90 prize pool coming from none other than Lady of Chaos, absolutely throwing a wrench in this. And Mao with a 50 bomb says it's Friday. Are you kidding me? Mao, you got 5 choices. What do you want to do with those? Quan is out of here now. And Mao coming through with a giant 50 bomb. Can we all get some M's in the building? Can we all get some LOCs in the building? A $140 prize pool. Whoever wins this tournament is eating steak tonight. I don't care what nobody says. Mao, thank you so much for the 50. Lady of Chaos, thank you so much. And now, Mao, what do you want to do with that? He said, check PayPal? Did you throw another one in there? Hang on, let me see. Lady of Chaos, there's no way you threw another one, right? Let me check. Let me see, chat. Right now, Nebiton in some trouble.
The past haunts me.
Round 2.
You sent 2, Lady of Chaos. You sent 2. So what do you want to do with that? That's a $150 prize pool. Lady of Chaos, do I have that right? You sent 2 10 bombs? I want to make sure I have that right. And yo, what's going on? Osboz, most recently, they're coming through with the bands as well. All right, Mal, you got 5 choices. I'm going to show you the menu, by the way. And chat, this tournament is opening up. By the way, Lady of Chaos, what do you want to do? I see you sent the second one. Lady of Chaos may be thinking about this. So this is $150, I believe. Remember, we're gonna try to get this right, chat. However, I believe that's 150. Oh, you didn't? So love the name regardless. Is there a bracket leak? No, there's not, but I will show it to you. I will definitely show it to you. All right, Cucumber in some trouble. Lady of Chaos, I saw you sent that first 10 bomb right before Mao sent his. Said no, it was delayed. Yoko says I got 10 more. Who we banning? Yoko, are you sending another 10 bomb? Let me find out. Let me find out, though. And this is going to be a tie ball game. Keep in mind, Quan is banned after this. Okay, got you, Lady of Chaos. Just want to make sure. And Osboss, Kano is already banned. What do you... Osboss likes to ban the characters that are already banned. Let me update this. Mal, I'm going to show you the big list after this. Are we buffering out here, chat? No, basically, Tando, it would go into the next set. Let me see, chat. And this is going to get crazier after this. Let me add that because Lady of Chaos absolutely going to be banning that. And sorry, chat, there's a lot to keep up with. This is where I really have to go into overdrive. So I'm not buffering. We'd love to see it, man. We like Y2J when they're not buffering. Makes me happy, chat. Over to the air, and I've updated that ban list. By the way, Quan Chi is getting the hell out of here. And right now, Cucumber's in trouble. Cucumber needs some help. The low's coming out. Remember, Mao has a chance to do something incredibly funny coming up. I want to see what he's going to do. And this is going to be all Nibiton right now. A 2-0 lead coming from them. And Cucumbah, he's going to need something, man, because Nibiton looking to sweep this without their main character. And all right, chat, let me show you what we got coming up next. $140 on the board, most recently coming from Lady of Chaos and Mao coming through with a big 50 bomb. All right, Mao, make your decision. Yo, what's going on? Sean Roel said, my work has been super cool. Letting you play in the main lobby. They are one of us and we can't be stopped. Tell them don't call the cops. We own the cops. And Sean Roel, welcome back. And now Quan Shi is going and gone. But now the question is, Mao, do you want to do anything now? Or do you want to hold on to those? I ban him again, says Osboss. Osboss, they love just banning the cameos that nobody uses. And all right. Jason Millington, what would you like to name the cat? We absolutely can. I think we should name him like Fredward. Fredburger. By the way, 168 chat. What is up to everybody watching around the world? Yes, Cucumbah, Quan is out of here. And we still have Mao waiting in the wings. Does he want to save a player's life? Does he want to take a player's life? What does he want to do? Schrodinger's cat. I see what you're doing there, Jason. By the way, if DJ Crush is in the building, we're actually working on some t-shirt design. We actually want to get this cat on a t-shirt for the merch. Let me see if I can show it off. Or it's just the cat. All right, let's do it though. Let's do it. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get everybody else in here. DJ Crush says I was Y2J cat. Oh my God, what is this? Hang on a second. Ban Jax, ban Farah, ban Tremor. I'm gonna hold on. Okay, Jax, Farah, and Tremor are out of here. So that's 30 of Mao's 50. Let me update this. Chat, you guys need to commentate. I do enough around here. I deserve this, chat. All right. Nibiton on a 2-0 score, and Cucumbah coming through with their main loadout. Okay, let me see this. Ban Farah. Jax, Farah, and Tremor. That's a lot of cameos, by the way. Let me see if I got this. Jax, Farah, Tremor. Mao said I'm playing God today, by the way. Thank you so much for the support, Mao. Lady of Chaos as well, and everybody in the building. Big Yoko, I know you're not too far behind. Nothing but love. All right, let me pin this message. All right, we're trying to keep up, chat. And by the way, no. Lady, Osboss will not allow Kano to be played, even though he's never even played. However, Nibiton's still with the lead. Cucumbah, though, he's got to do something. And remember, if you do want to save Cucumbah, it would have to be before his life bar hits 0 on the second round. Yeah, Mirsam, you're going to have to do things the old-fashioned way. And Nibiton, by the way, is on set point.
Round 2.
Mirsam, look at the pin message. That's everybody who's banned, which is starting to kind of add up. And by the way, if anybody's going to save Cucumbah, it would have to be before his life bar hits 0. Remember, it is $10 to give a player a life. It is $10 to remove a life. And right now, Cucumbah coming through with some heavy damage. So who should I pick then? No. Kano's also banned. He was the first cameo that was banned. Shout outs to Osboss. Yeah, I know. Amir Sam's in trouble. He's got to take on Faysal, by the way, next. Have fun with that. All right, the low's coming out. And this will be Cucumbah still with the lead. Down one pressure, down one technology, though. And here comes none other than Big Nibiton. Nibiton, by the way, just seems to be omega goated, by the way. And I'll tell you what, now that all those cameos have been banned, Darius is going to be the most popular pick. Do we spin the fatal blow? No, not quite. Down 2, cancel coming from Cucumbah. And he stays alive. Can he take a game, though? And by the way, if you do donate to the Cash App side, be sure just to let me know.
Fight.
I know Yoko's out there or Lady of Chaos. Anybody who donates to the Cash App side, just let me know ahead of time. I got you. All right. Nibiton right now. Nibiton is on set point, but you have a feeling like Cucumbah is going to make something happen here, get some big boy damage. By the way, shout out to 167 in the chat. What is up, everybody? Nice. And slamming him all the way back down, and Cucumbah right now looking to send us to an extra round, but here comes Nibiton. And I will say, chat, I'm just getting used to going solo commentary again. I'm so used to having Computerson. He should be back on this weekend. I believe he's only available for weekends, though. So maybe we need to have some tryouts. So I need a good main to ban. Who should you ban? Well, I don't want to hurt the players, but hang on a second. Cucumbah needs some help. And remember, if you're going to save Cucumbah, no, that's going to be it. And chat, Cucumbah goes down. And that is it. And that is going to be Nibiton with a 3-0 sweep. The chat tried to help as much as they could, but at the end of the day, it is going to be Nibiton who is able to make their way to the promised land. Congratulations to 9Z Zone. Chat, let's go take a look at that replay if we can. And by the way, we've got some bans to update. By the way, this is crazy. And that ban list continuing to grow. Keep in mind, Mouse still has 2. Oh, dude, Y2J, I would pay you to come here for ASMR commentary. All right, chat, so let's go take a look at this ban unban list. By the way, closing in on 180 viewers. What is up to everybody around the world? All right, chat, so now we have to update this because of Mao. Look at, by the way, this is growing like crazy, just like my waistline, chat. So with that, we have to now ban Jax. Jax is gone. Where are we at? Jax is out of here. We also have to ban Farah. Farah, come here. Come here. Farah going, and gone. And also, we have to ban... Who's the last one? Tremor. Who are these guys even supposed to play? This is not fair at all, but that's the way we like it. And chat, all right, let's get it, man. Let's do the damn thing. We are going to our very next match. What's up, by the way? Big Merengue in the building. All right, chat, so with that, it's going to be Nibiton making that march, though, going to the semifinals. Cucumbah, thank you so much for playing. However, your journey going to be coming to an end, at least for now, chat. Our top 4, we are all set. Half the cast is banned. Faysal taking on Amir Sam. Let's go! By the way, 140. By the way, Mao still with 2 picks. I see Yoko debating. He's like, who should I do? Not who should I do. That's like, it's like a terrible way to say things. But what should I do? All right, 170 in the building, 140 in that prize pool. And all right, chat, let's get it though. Faysal coming through and taking on Amir Sam. This is gonna be semifinal number 1. And remember, if you guys want to pull any shenanigans, I am totally okay with that. I got you. Do I seem like the kind of guy who wouldn't invite Faysal, if we're being perfectly honest? Semifinal number 1 is on the way. We are not making you guys wait around at all. We're getting this started right here and right now. This is going to be semifinals coming your way. There are 3 matches remaining, unless Chad wants to add somebody to the bracket. Remember, we do have that potential as well. You can just straight up add somebody to the bracket. This used to be $100. This is a bit of a fire sale now. We usually only get about 1 of those every so often. However, chat, never mandatory, but always appreciated. You could add me to the bracket. Chat, do you guys want me to win this event? Be honest. Put a 1 if you do. Put a 2 if also you do. All right, Faysal, he knows everything that's banned. Who is he choosing? He's coming out with the broke face. Yoko, you in the house? Let me see. And by the way, we just got a $10 donation coming from Yoko. Johnny Cage is banned. Amir Sam, Johnny Cage is out of here. Yoko, by the way, thank you so much. Amir Sam. All right, so we didn't get there quick enough because he wasn't paying attention to the stream. Maybe he was pretending not to pay attention to the stream. Either way, Johnny Cage is out of here. And by the way, Yoko, thank you so much. We'll be sure to let him know on the next one. All right. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, we'll let him play this one. And by the way, it looks like Faysal's already getting a ton of help. Remember, guys, this is not a fun event. It's just we're having some fun here being goofy. Let's see if Amir decides to play. Yes, Amir, you can play. All right, let's do a semifinal number 1. And Amir says, I better make good on this. And by the way, Yoko, thank you so much for that $10 donation. Coming through with the heat. Nothing but love. $150. Chad, if I had $150, you know what? You would never see me again. Ever, forever, never. All right, go Skybound and down with it. Remember, if Amir Sam wins this game, no, it's going to just straight up count. And Amir Sam, he wants to get this done. In order to do so, he's going to have to take out the Titan in the form of Faysal if he wants to do so. So Faysal, though, coming through with the lead, but Amir Sam going to make him pay for any and all of that. And remember, in our ban unban event, $10 gets you basically anything you could want. Remember, Mao's still sitting with 2. And don't think I forgot. A lot of people forget, but I do not. Let me go ahead and fix this update on the ban list. All right. Faysal, though, absolutely swinging. Let me see what we got here. Remember, Johnny. All right, that is our newest update. Johnny Cage is going to be added to the list. And Amir Sam, though, trying to make good on this. People forget me. I do not, though. What's up, everybody? Big slice, though, coming out of Faysal, and he says, no, Johnny, no problem, though. That is going to be him calling Papa Dance, and that is going to be Faysal taking the lead. And 150 clams on the board, slowly making its way towards that 200. And all I can say, man, is going crazy, just like my waistline. What's going on, Yada Garasu? Welcome back. Lady of Chaos in the building. I'm sorry, Y2J in the building. All I gotta say, man, we're having ourselves a blast. We're only in semifinal number 1 so far. $150 on the board. Big slice again, and a 2-1-2 coming out of Amir. Amir going absolutely Captain Insano mode. All right, 4-3 into the low. All right, we are still moving. We are still cruising. Big slicey dicey's coming out, though. Terrible commentary, but amazing combo setups coming from Faysal as he's going to retake that life lead. sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys. Once again, if you're enjoying the content, help us on our YouTube journey. Let's get to 6 or 7 trillion viewers. I see no reason not to. Even if that amount of people don't exist, I won't take no for an answer. Shout out to Tinder dates. 4-3 again into the Lao hat, though. Faysal, he needs one more, though. Can Amir make this comeback? Amir sends him flying. Good grab, but there's going to be... Oh, no, not like this. This might actually be enough, chat. Amir's got to break away. Is the cameo available? And Amir finally breaks away just in time. Amir can still get something done, but a grab is not going to help him anytime soon. And is this enough? One more. He's on chip territory, and that's going to be it. And Faysal going up on a 1-0 score. And chat, I'm still keeping my eye out for Mao, who has 2 selections available. Absolutely insane. Faysal takes a 1-0 score. He said, are you not limiting your audience size by streaming on YouTube only? Probably. But you know what? We're not smart people around. At least I'm not. You guys are the smart ones. By the way, here's how everything is looking and how it is cooking. All right, chat, with this, though, this is going to be... How many characters we got banned? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, chat. And how many cameos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on each side, man. That's incredible. All I got to say, though, there's a fair amount of the roster you can still choose from. And it looks like, by the way, we have a switch coming from Amir. He's going something a little bit more top tier. This is how the bracket's looking, chat. Let's get you back to the match, though. All right, let's do it. Let's go and let's roll.
Round 1.
All right, Faysal coming out with the heat. And remember, yeah, Havoc has not been banned, though. And Amir he's trying to go around those corners to see what is still available because all his stuff has been banned. Faysal, though, still sitting pretty. All right. Blood Ball's coming out. Down ones as well. We are still moving through, and here comes Big Faysal, though, with some big damage. Remember, let me just change those names around, chat. People forget, but I do not. But I kind of do. I don't know, chat. Let's go. Overhead technology, down 1. Overhead swing, and Lady of Chaos with a 10 bomb! Say, get Movado the hell out of here. Lady of Chaos, I got you. Oh my goodness, Lady of Chaos coming through with all the heat in the world. Says, you know what? There's a little bit too much Movado coming around here. And chat, can I get some big LOCs in the building? Lady of Chaos absolutely going crazy today. And all right, Movado has been added to the list. This is going to complicate things even more. Are they even going to have any cameos that they can choose? Let me go ahead and pin that message. And Lady of Chaos, thank you so much again. 160 clams, 40 away from 200, chat. That is crazy. And Amir, I'm going to take the lead. And by the way, if you're just new here to the YouTube side, put a 1 if you've never seen this type of tournament at all. We're bringing this from the Twitch side, man, where we go crazy with this kind of stuff. And we're happy to bring it over to the YouTube side. And Lady of Chaos, the newly minted Twitch affiliate, she's still on her content creation journey. Cannot wait to see how it goes, man. All uphill from here, or downhill, because going downhill is easier. All right, big overhead, though. The helping hand not going to help, but it's going to get some good chip damage, chat. People forget it. All right, Amir, though, looks like he has taken control of this, but that's going to be a punish by Saul. Not giving up on this, not giving up on it just yet. And let me just go ahead and let these guys know, because both of them are using Movado, God bless. And Faysal, though, if he can keep mixing like this, he might be able to do something here. Once again, Lady of Chaos, though, putting all the doubloons to just make life even harder for the players. And I appreciate that. And goes for the grab. This could actually be the beginning of the end. In fact, this is going to do it, I think. 950 health. Amir spends the bag. Is he dead? We got to go check with the cat. I think he's out of here. 950 health, chat. Holy moly, hang on. Oh, he's dead, chat. He's dead. Oh, my goodness, Faysal. Speak to me. Is this Faysal doing a duplicate of Faysal? This is the actual Faysal, by the way. The final combat, man. And Amir going to go up 1-1. That is going to be the current set score. But keep in mind, we do have some bans now. Movado is getting the hell out of here. And I will say this ban-unban tournament, it's a lot more manageable. It's a lot more manageable. You guys should have seen our last one. It was insane. All right, guys, Movado is out of here. He's gone. No more Movado. 7 cameos banned, by the way. Who do you even pick now? All right, let's do the damn thing, though. All right, Faysal with the katana. We have not seen this character in so long. I mean, look at it. Merengue, that's Faysal. It's literally him. All right, Movado's out of here. Movado's out of here. Who do you use now if you're going to be Amir? You have to use, Ooh, all right, it's not a bad pick. Merengue, it's okay. It's okay. Players are hard. But I'm harder. All crazy?
Outworld is not Sido. Havoc.
By the way, Mao's still sitting pretty with 2 choices. And remember, we have not seen players we've seen a couple where you give a life or take a life. We've seen a couple of those. However, it's gonna be the outlier pick for sure. Not gonna be the majority. Remember, you can take players' lives. You can give players' lives. You can absolutely control this event. You can put yourself in the bracket should you want to. Yeah, I see no Shijingos on the cameo list. Mind you, who in their right mind would play, put a ban on the character. Yeah, I know. It's a good point. Only the Conan players. However, right now, Faysal is looking good. Right now, Amirsam looking for this amazing upset. This would be something for the history books. He's able to get this done. All right, Amirsam, though, instilling his frames. Faysal in a little bit of trouble. Good grab coming from Amirsam, and that life lead starting to shrink. All right, jump in's coming. And a beautiful anti-air coming from Amirsam. He takes the lead. Okay. Oh, Faysal with a drop the ball. That's going to be Amirsam coming through. Faysal's got to break, and he will break. Whoever banned Quan may someone else. God bless you, Osbos. Osbos, of course, the biggest Quan Chi fan in the world. And wait a minute, though. Faysal, that was an excellent pickup, though, coming from the Chameleon. Looks like we're going on a little bit of Zony Bony trip here. Faysal with a good grab. Amirsam says, get off of me, good sir. Okay. Yeah, drop them. People forget, man. Drop them was a thing. Almost 180 goats in the chat. Faysal, one of the best katanas in the game. I would say only second to DJ, though. Could have gotten a tremendous punish, though. Amirsam with a good grab. And all right, 10 seconds left. Somebody's got to move. And it's going to be Faysal with the lead. Goes for the scoop. Faysal says, no, sir, we are not doing that here. And that is going to be it. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to say it 6,000 or 7,000 more times, but you know what? We're still a little bit new here to the YouTube side. Humor us for a little bit. Humor us now, chat. All right, Faysal coming through with all the heat. Amirsam is in some big trouble. I don't know if the cavalry's coming to save him on this one. And by the way, and Jason, a lot of cameos were banned. Shout outs to Mao and Lady of Chaos and Osbos. All right, we are moving our way in. All right, Amirsam though. Faysal still with a huge lead though. Faysal though playing this one close to the chest. Nice grab though, for a bit of a restand though on the Chameleon side. And goes for another grab. Amirsam though, very good on the techs. Okay. Overhead chop though, gonna get some good chip damage, not gonna get much else. Gonna jump in though, and this could be the beginning of the end, and that is gonna do it. And Faysal with a 2-1 lead. And if anybody's gonna save Amirsam, he needs some help, whether it's a character unban or whether he needs to be gifted a life. Either way, Faysal continuing to roll here in the semifinals. Let's go take a look at that ban-unban list. So far, no updates to it, but as you can see, this has been an extinction level event here in the building. How many characters we got out of here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, a ton. How much to donate to force both players to use Shijinko cameo? That would be $10 a piece for each one. Which you can do, by the way. And if you do want to do so, by the way, thank you so much for even considering. You can do so right there. Remember, you can force players to play a character or cameo of your choice. That is a very real thing. That is not for play. That is for reals. And all right, Amirsam, I'm just waiting around to see if anybody's going to help him out. I don't know if the cavalry is coming on this one. Remember, if you want to give Amirsam an extra life, it has to be before he dies. Amirsam thinking about this. No, Cyrex is banned. Cyrex is banned. Cyrex is banned. Amirsam. Amirsam, the character's banned.
Enjoy the memory.
I'm not tripping, right? No.
You will
Yeah.
not return.
Round 1.
Yeah, Amirsam, it was the first character to get banned. Here, just take him out. Just take him out. Yeah, we'll let him replay that. All right. And he might be trying to game the system a little bit. Might be looking for a little bit of stall time to see if anybody else is going to come save him. However, if it happens again, though, yeah, we got to call it. All right, but we're going to give him one mulligan here, chat. We're nice like that. It's a big event. There's a lot of money on the line. And Amirsam saying, what should I do? Make friends in chat. That's my best advice, Amirsam. All right, as you can see, Faysal with another down 2, and Faysal with another down 2, and Faysal with another down 2. Oh, he had a down 2 streak. All right, Amirsam, here's the list. All right, let's see it though. So, Amirsam, here are your choices. You play a nice Sindel and Kung Lao's not banned. That could be a choice. Or ask somebody in chat to give you a life. And Yoko saying stalling tactics. I can see it, Yoko. I can see it. I know what I'm looking at. All right. And remember, if anybody does want to unban a character, Amir likes that Johnny Cage. I want to have a fair game. This is the last thing from fair, by the way. And all right, Amirsam says, let's go. Let's go with the General Shao on this. All right. So if he wants, I donate any number he wants, says Mohammedian. Hey, man.
I am not finished.
Thank you so much for considering, by the way. And remember, if you're gonna save Amir some, you can gift him a life. That would keep him alive. However, it would have to be before he dies. We can't revive anybody from the dead. We don't have necromancy technology here, chat. We're an impressive channel, but we're not built like that, you know what I'm saying? Faysal looking to win his second straight tournament, by the way. We do not get him very often. He's coming in today as the #1 seed. Amir Sam as the #4 seed. AttackPotency, I do see that invite. All right, throws it back down. And remember, you can add players to the bracket. I know I'm being a bit of a salesman here, but it's my job. And if there's anything I like doing, chat, it's my job. Faysal, though, really starting to roll. Amir Sam is in trouble. Amir Sam trying to make his way in, though. Tries to go for the up block. Beautiful punish on the side of Amir. And the fearsome Amir Sam, the beast of the Middle East, though. Two of the beasts from the Middle East in the form of Faysal and Amir Sam. All right, Lowe's coming out. We're using a lot of fans here, though. That's going to be the Katana special, though. And this is Faysal, by the way. This is going to be the round. Does he even need to spend the Fatal Blow? One has to wonder. He's going to let it rip, just like me, inside of an elevator. And Faysal is on set point. Once again, it costs $10 to activate that ban list. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. We only do these events, by the way, once every couple of weeks or so. I believe the last one we did was about 3 weeks ago. And yo, what's going on, Light? Welcome back, man. These guys see you chilling in the chat. AP, I did get your invite. We'll be there as soon as we can. Beautiful punish on the side of Faysal. Faysal on set point, though, and those overheads continuing to catch him. And by the way, Amir Sam has been nerfed into the ground. In order to save Amir Sam, he would need another life, and then he would probably need some of his characters and cameos unbanned. However, once the chat starts to decide to start banning characters and cameos, they usually don't let up. These are two of the best players in MK1 coming out of the Middle East. Faysal mostly known for coming out of Final Kombat and winning a ton of tournaments, and this looks like it's going to be a bit of the same, and Faysal is one hit away, and Faysal is going to go to Grand Finals! And GG's to both players. Amir, I know it wasn't a very fair tournament, but at the end of the day, it is going to be nighttime. 3-1 going to be your score, and that is going to do it. Faysal making his second straight Grand Finals appearance. And Amir Sam, unfortunately the chat decided to do that. It is what it is. I can't stop him. Imagine if I could, though. All right, Chad, with that, though, let me go show you the bracket. Let me show you how things are going. Let me show you how things are continuing to develop. So we have 2 more guaranteed matches. And with that, though, it is going to be none other than Faysal making his second straight trip to Grand Finals. He still needs to win 1 more. Remember, though, there could be more wrinkles going to go. I know Mal still has 2 choices. And remember, this is the current ban list as well. This is how things are currently looking. And by the way, coming up next, so you saw it on the big semifinal board, it is going to be AttackPotency taking on Nibiton. That is going to be EU taking on North America. And Faysal is saying, this is not easy for me whatsoever either. I have not seen Faysal on Katana in like 6 or 7 months. Chad, let's get a center away, though. We've got AP, we've got Nibiton, invites are out. Let's go. And look at this, Chad. This is just an extinction level event right here. So many bans. I don't think anybody's unbanned a character or cameo yet. They say, you know what? We accept the fate. All right, Chad, this is going to be our second semifinal on the board. It's going to be AttackPotency. It's going to be Nibiton. AttackPotency has never won one of these. I don't think Nibiton has either. I don't even think Faysal has one either. It's going to be a first day for either of these guys. All right, AttackPotency and Nibiton. All right, let's do the damn thing, though. Let's see how much more crazy this is going to get, Chad, and let's do it. Yeah, you got to keep in mind, though, Gangster, a lot of the cameos that help out Reiko were, like, gone. A lot of them. All right, Nibiton going to be taking on AP. So many bans, still so many games to go. Exactly, Amir Sam, his cameo was out of here. All right, Chad, let's do it. Nibiton and AttackPotency. Let's get this party started. And by the way, Faysal trying to make some friends in the chat saying, nobody wants to unban Tremor. Are you sure? Unban Omni-Man says it's Malmers. Are you kidding me? AP. Oh, he might have just decided this thing. And by the way, Jonathan, thank you, Nito, thank you so much for the subscription. And all right, chat, we've got some news. We've got some news coming from Malmers. He is our first unban of the night. He has one more choice. Omni-Man is unbanned and AttackPotency immediately selects it. That is crazy. All right, chat, let's do the damn thing, though. You already know what time it is. AttackPotency getting their main character. What do you do here if you're Nibiton? Is there going to be any love for the EU side of things here? Let's find out.
Omni-Man.
And AttackPotency says, I am primed to make that grand finals appearance, chat. Let's go.
Kung Lao. Kung Lao.
And all right, currently, by the way, $160, getting very close to that $200 mark. We're going to see how things are going to develop. But right now, it's Nebeton, by the way, coming out with the flavored mohawk, and it's going to be AttackPotency. Let me see if I can spell their name right, chat. Can I at least give them that amount of respect? Chat, am I a complete moron? Put a 1 for yes, put a 2 for also yes. All right, AttackPotency coming out of Sin, Nebeton coming out of 9Z. By the way, this is a very powerful team that AP is wearing. Currently, the Omni-Man into the Kung Lao piece. Something you still see in the meta today. All right, but Nebeton though, trying to get this done. They saw him with a 3-0, I'm sorry, with a 3-1 over Cucumbah. Beautiful duck though on the side of Nebeton though, shown to be a very strong player. And by the way, Light, don't forget to subscribe, man. Come to the channel. We gotta see you come through. Be sure to like the video as well. You can make up for your sins by liking the video. I got you. Nice, big damage coming out of the side of AttackPotency. AttackPotency really laying it on thick, thicker than we like, chat. That makes me angry. That makes me angry, chat. Overhead is good, and AP starting to roll right now. Keep in mind, Mao still has one more choice. Let me update that ban list. And AP right now says, you know what, this is going to be a cakewalk as long as I get to keep this character. Mao could also just decide to ban him again, though. Are we built like that, though? One has to wonder. Now let me update this ban list, though, as AP continuing to roll. And AP, boys to take this first round, though, still not over. Oh, that, no! No punish on that. Down 1 into the forward 3 into the Lao hat. That is going to do it. Let me unban Omni-Man.
Round 2.
And remember, this is our ban-unban event. Currently $160 in that piggy bank. And Light, thank you so much for that subscription at long last. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, man. By the way, welcome everybody tuning into the channel from around the world. 150 in the building. If you're watching this video later, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. We are having a great time. At least I am. The players are suffering for our viewing pleasure. AttackPotency on a 1-round lead, though. However, Nebeton doing some work here. Interesting sequence. Overhead is going to be money. AP, though, that life lead starting to shrink. A good grab, but an even better tech coming from Nebeton. Nebeton, though, if they can make it to grand finals, you got a feeling they can do something great here. The winner of this will be taking on Faysal in grand finals. And a big damage, though, but we've got to break away from any and all of that. Overhead, though, but he knows how to avoid it. I'm loving how Nebeton is doing that. However, he's got to find some mix. He is going to find some mix. Nebeton with the lead. You have a feeling like this is going to be AttackPotency's best shot. Their character got unbanned. Mao was so kind to do so. Big stomp, though. Can he spend the fatal blow? Not quite. Oh, Jesus, and that's going to be the round. Nebeton able to knot it up. And by the way, so many of their characters have been absolutely nuked.
Final round. Fight.
Once again, welcome everybody watching from around the world. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully we can make it just that much better. By the way, yes, we're on YouTube exclusively, at least for now. We're still going to be having some stuff on Twitch. Be on the lookout for that. Damage coming on the side of AttackPotency, who's starting to lock in. Lao hat, that is going to be super plus. Do not press on that. 1-2 again, another big stomp. We are moving, we are cruising, and this is going to be all AttackPotency. Keeps getting shimmied, though. And Nebeton, though, might have to pay the iron price for any of this. And what's up, by the way, Ghost? I see you in the building. What's up, man? And that is going to be AttackPotency on a 1-0 score. And all right, Nebeton is going to have to lock in right now, but look at their choices. So many of their stuff has been nerfed. Let's go take a look at that ban unban just to show you guys what we are working with. And if anybody does want to donate to it, you can do so right here, where it is never mandatory, but always appreciated. Yeah, Kung Lao cameo is still here, by the way. That is I did not notice that. Still a very powerful cameo. All right, Chad, as you can see, still a lot of characters available, though. Still many characters available. By the way, Chase, I see you still hanging out with us, trying to make that affiliate journey. What's up, man? Let's get you back to the action, though. Let's do the damn thing, and let's see if AP can continue to roll. Does Nebeton have anything else left in the tank? I think that Melina's going to be their best shot. Could be wrong about that. Could be right. Who the hell knows? And double Laos on both sides, Chad. Let's lock in for match number 2. Let's go!
Outworld is the strongest of all realms.
Good. I'll break Outworld first to prove a point.
All right, guys. This set going crazy. Remember, though, you do have the option to add somebody to the bracket. We haven't had that in a while, but it is a thing. Nice big punish, though, coming out of Nebeton. Calls out the belly bump. Nebeton right now starting off with a tremendous life lead, though, but AP has the ability to turn that around. Starts off with another belly bump. Says, you don't scare me. That 4-3, an excellent shimmy, though. We're going to Stratosphere X. Actually, put a pin in that one. We are not quite as of right now. Another big stomp into the Lao hat. And yo, what's going on, Neon Gummies? Welcome back, dude. Dude, we're having a tremendous day. We're doing a ban unban tournament, and so far, a ton of characters have been banned. How is everything on your side of the aisle? There's that Viltrumite stance, the patented Viltrumite stance coming through from AttackPotency. Nice. Big stomp as well. He spends the fatal blow. Is that gonna hit? And it does. Are you kidding me, Chad? Nibiton making the call out of the century, and he is died. And it's tough to believe, but I can see with my own eyes, and he is out of here, though. There's the cat. You already know what we're looking at. All right, Nibiton is only down by 1 round. This would be a huge upset, I would say, due to the fact that Nibiton has lost so many of their characters. Oh, not like this, though. Not like this. Here we go. And Nibiton right now in some trouble. AP says, all right, you want to do that? Let's lock in. All right, bit of a trade there. Gonna favor mostly Nibiton. Don't want to press on any and all of that. AP trying to make their win that 4-3. The range on it is crazy. Flawless block, down 1. Ward 1-2 yet again. Another big stomp and to the low. Another big stomp. AP starting to roll here, Chad. And the pressure only mounting in AP, though. This is gonna be the end of the round. You see Nibiton not even breaking away. And Gangster for Life, we don't see a ton of Frost, I'll be completely honest, though, but she does have utility. Like characters like Kenshi, by the way, love using Frost. There's some other ones, too. All right, let's go. Jump in's coming. However, we are moving away from any and all of that, though. The belly bump's gonna move right over the Lao hat. Did not know that. 1-2, good grab on the side of AttackPotency. It's a ban Kano. Yeah, no, we've already had that, by the way, Light. Osboss did that. All right, let's see how things are gonna be looking right here and right now. AP right now with a big over. That's a punish though on the side of Nibiton. Nibiton's still a little bit from taking the life lead. We're gonna see if they can find the mix though. Not quite. Oh, kind of at the end. Nibiton with the lead now officially. AP needs to lock in though. All right, Nibiton says enough is enough. Can they get the mix? Down 2 though, sends it packing. And that's another punish though, Nibiton on the verge. AP's gonna get breaker. AP gonna use that breaker. And neither player wants to commit. It reminds me of every single ex-girlfriend I've ever had. Nibiton needs 1 more. But with that AttackPotency, it's never that easy. But that is gonna be a 1-1 score. Nibiton says no sweeps today, a 1-1 on the docket. All right, chat. 1-1 going to be your current score, and Nibiton starting to come to life, and Nibiton starting to look good. Let's go take a look at that. Let's go take a look at that ban unban list. We do things a little bit differently here. Close to 180 in the building, just watching the chaos unfold. And remember, you can give players lives, you can take players lives, you can give cameos, you can take cameos, characters, you can add people to the bracket, whatever it is you'll want to do. All right, chat. Well, either way, let's get you back to the bracket. Let's do the damn thing, and let's go. And by the way, I wanted to ask everyone on the Twitch side, I'm thinking about doing an MK1 event. How would you guys feel about that? Would you guys like to see it around this time? Would you like to participate in it around this time? It's been a little bit too long since we've done it.
Think about it. You can
put a 1 for yes, put a 2 for no.
I'll cut my own throat before I bend a
All right,
knee.
let's go, chat. Let's do the damn thing and let's get it sent your way. Let's make this happen.
Round 1. Fight.
Neon Gummies, I agree with you. And all right, Chad is saying AttackPotency, you gotta focus, because if you can beat Nibiton, you still have Faysal waiting in the wings. It is not gonna be easy whatsoever. Overhead, or 1-2, good grab. All right, AP starting off very, very strong here, though, completely locked in. And Manny Boy, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much for the subscription on the YouTube side, and welcome to the channel. There's that Viltrumite stance. This should be the end of the round. There's no way Nibiton breaks here. Ooh, Nibiton, I'm sorry, an AP with a bit of a drop though. People forget, man. Good damage coming on the side of Nibiton. All right, Whirly Bird calls it out. Not able to get much from there. Overhead as well. Plus frames. However, that is going to be all AP. So much damage was already done beforehand. Good work coming from the side of AttackPotency.
Round 2.
All right, let's continue to send this one. Let's see who is going to be coming out on top here. Right now, AP, though, seems pretty locked in. That's going to be one hell of a punish, though, on the side of Nibiton. Nibiton's able to do this on the Molina. That would say a lot, though, by the way. 2 of their main characters have been nerfed. This is going to be one of their pockets. I don't know what this matchup is on paper, but I would say it's not too bad. And remember, if you want to ban a character, unban a character, cameo, remember, chat affects this event completely. If you want to give lives, you can do that as well. If you say, I don't want AP to go home so soon, or I don't want Nibiton to go home so soon, you absolutely have that in your power. All right. Still Nibiton in the lead, and we are backdashing pretty much this entire time. Thunderclap, though, a bit of a trade, though. Still going to favor Nibiton, however, slowly starting to make their way in. It's going to be AttackPotency, Chad. This could be the beginning of the end. In the red zone is going to be Nibiton. AP is going to need 1 more. Here comes the mix. Good defense. And another grab. AP is on the verge. Can they take a 2-1 score? One more. Oh, tries the raw ball roll. It is going to be no dice. And AP says that is going to be one way to get ahead. 2-1. Going to be your official set score. Looking incredible. It's going to be AttackPotency. All right, Chad, let's do the damn thing, though. Let's go take a look at that replay as well. All right, AP, though, coming out of Team Sin, and it will be Nibiton. Coming out of 9Z, worlds are colliding here. Europe taking on the USA. That is the way we do things around here. And, Chad, let's get you back to the action. Let's do it, though, and let's go! Too slow, too weak, too easy. That's what they tell me in the bedroom, by the way, Light. It's very unfortunate. I mean, let's get back to the action. You guys heard the man. All right, AP though, Nibiton, what do you do here? Remember, if you're gonna save Nibiton, it would have to be before they die. Remember, you do have the ability to give them, you do have the ability to give players lives. Each life does cost $10.
General Shao.
All right, Nibiton says it's time for a little bit of Shao action. Let's see how this is gonna affect things.
Sector.
All right, General Shao and Sector. By the way, a very good combo that has not been banned.
Slaying you will make me a legend.
Yet when I slay you, no one will remember.
And by the way, if you're just tuning in, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. We're trying to close in on 5,200 subscribers. So far, it's been one hell of a journey, guys, and thank you so much for all the support. We're streaming a lot more on YouTube these days. However, we're not going to neglect the Twitch side. We still got some stuff coming. All right, down one coming. And a nice solid grab on the way as well. AP, though. AP goes down early and then finds their way back by the looks of it. And by the way, Neon Gummy saying Shao is mad annoying. He can be, especially with Sector. However, this is still a very good loadout. Comes out with the Hyper Knee, though. Does Nibiton. Tries to go for the grab. There's still the rocket on the way. Okay. All right, Nibiton, though, trying to make those call-outs. The 2-1. And AP, though, goes for the grab. Immediately has to break away. Nibiton still sitting on it. A bar of meter. However, there's the mix. AP, this would not be enough, though. 1,100 health. Something to consider, but this is going to do a solid chunk of change. AP, what do you do from here? Down ones. And look at this, though. You can see them trying to get them to let go of block. 2-1. Another down one. And there's the Hyper Knee, but I don't think that's going to matter at all. AP is now on set point. And Faysal, if you want to get those invites locked and loaded, we will play this on EU servers. Overhead again, but the Sector getting him the hell out of here. AP still going to find himself on top of that trade. Remember, guys, this is semifinals. Grand finals is coming up next. Nice. Trying to go for that overhead. That's a hell of a punish, though, coming from Nibiton. AP not completely out of the woods. Not just yet. Belly bump on the way. And this is going to be all AttackPotency, though. They're on set point. They can smell grand finals from here, Chad. 1-2 yet again. Big stop, and we're going airborne on that. And this should be all AP, though. Nibiton's got to break away, but they saved the meter. And, Chad, this is looking like the beginning of the end. AP just trying to match, and that is going to do it. A 3-1 scored. AP going to grand finals. The #1 and #2 seeds still finding their way to the promised land.
Omni-Man wins.
And Nibiton, thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for being here. However, Chad, with that, we have one more match at a bare minimum. Let me show you exactly what it is we are talking about. So, with that, AttackPotency going to be making their way all the way to grand finals. And it's between them and Faysal. Whoever wins this one gets paid out. That is the way we do things here on single elimination tournaments, Chad. Let's do the damn thing. It's going to be Faysal and AttackPotency. This is going to be a gigantic matchup. And I don't know, I would say, honestly, Faysal's more nerfed. He's going to need some help, probably. However, Chad, may the best man win. Let's get you to that match, and let's do the damn thing. And remember, if you want to look at our ban, unban list, this is how things are currently sitting. And do not think I forgot, Mao is still sitting pretty with one selection. Let's do it, chat. May the best man win, and good luck to both of you. And look at this, man. there could be a lot still to happen, by the way. Oh, Faysal, go ahead and send me another invite, by the way. And by the way, Faysal says, Tremor or Striker, unban anyone? You can see Faysal, he's asking around. He's trying to make some friends in chat. If anybody wants to unban those characters, man, here is your choice, because right now, AttackPotency, I would say, has the edge. A lot of what Faysal brings to the table has been nerfed. AttackPotency is still sitting somewhat pretty. You said, which section is the cameos? Down here. And remember, if anybody does want to ban something, all you gotta do is hit this donation link. It is basically $10 a piece. There's still some fun stuff. You can force a player to play a character of your choice. That is only good for one game. He said all the cameos. Yes, bottom left. That is where they are. You could add somebody to the bracket. If somebody wanted to add Platinumhunt back to this thing, you could absolutely do it. But most of the challenges are going to be $10. All right, Faysal, I do have that invite. And Faysal's asking around, is anybody going to unban Striker or Tremor? He wants to put that Shang piece on the board. However, I don't know if the cavalry's coming. Either way, may the best man win. Let's get it, chat. All right. First to 3, grand finals. And AttackPotency, I will send you that invite. All right, let's get it, man. May the best man win. Let's do it. By the way, much love to everybody here on the YouTube side. Thank you guys all so much for coming through and showing some love. And by the way, Lady of Chaos with a 10 bomb. He said the finalists get 1 pick each. Lady of Chaos, you had one banked? Did you have one banked? All right, so Lady of Chaos is saying that the finalists get 1 pick each. Faysal and AttackPotency, what would you like to do? Lady of Chaos, thank you so much, by the way. You guys get 1 choice. What would you like to do? All right, Faysal and AttackPotency are thinking about this. You both get 1 choice. By the way, Lady of Chaos, thank you so much. Faysal and AttackPotency, let it be known in chat what it is you want to do. They're thinking about it, chat. All right, what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to do? All right, they're thinking about this one, chat. They're definitely playing the clock here. And I'm sorry, Lady of Chaos. He said, give me an extra life, says AP. That's a very good choice, by the way. All right, AP, gonna be getting, let me get this one correct. AP gonna have 4 lives. Thank you so much for the most recent subscription, by the way. And now we're going countdown mode. What do you want to do here? Faysal, what do you want? Lady of Chaos, thank you so much. Now 170 in that prize pool, 30 away from 200. Thank you guys again. Faysal, we good to go? Tremor, Striker? Let's go Tremor. Let's go Tremor. You get Tremor. We're going Shang on that. He knows what I want to see. All right, so Tremor has been unbanned. By the way, what's going on, Killer Lord? Says make him random select. All right, so Faysal gets Tremor. So did the 20 on PayPal go through?
No winning you over. Pity.
Let me see. No way, chat. This is grand finals. We're going countdown mode on this. Let me see, Lady of Chaos. There's so many $10 donations. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're gonna call it 170. We'll sort it out at the end. However, we're giving those 2 choices. I believe we have everything right here. Faysal taking on AttackPotency. Faysal would need to win 4 games. I said, dude, you got to pick? Yeah, we did. They did. And by the way, Lady of Chaos saying, you know what? I don't want to hurt these guys. I want to help them. Whatever they choose, and they did. However, Faysal right now coming out with the lead on AttackPotency, though, putting him in some trouble. Does he spin the fatal blow? He does. And remember, Faysal would need to win 3 games. I'm sorry, 4 games, by the way. Let me update that ban list if we can. This is not going to be the round. However, AttackPotency playing somebody of Faysal's caliber. And though he goes for the beta spikes, but that's going to be all AP. And he gets it done, though. That is going to be the first round. Let me fix this real quick. Tremor is now unbanned. Gotta fix that later. However, AP coming out with all the heat in the world. That should be a punish, though, but actually a bit of a safety net. I don't think these two have ever played, by the way, at least not in this particular matchup. And remember, if anybody does want to affect this event, unban, gift, lives, whatever it is you want to do, you can do so right here. Usually about $10 for each ban and unban. Let me fix this real quick. By the way, close to 200 in the house. What's up to everybody around the world? And this is going to be all AP, dropping Faysal to only 2 lives apiece. And yes, MPS, Mouse still does have 1 choice. I don't know if he's here, though. That's the thing. And all right, chat. If AP can win 2 more games, they are going to win this tournament. Let's go take a look at the big board. Let me show you guys exactly how things are looking. Remember, if you want to help Faysal out, you can definitely do so. This is how you do it. That donation link is right there. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. Tremor, most recently getting unbanned. And Mal says, I'm still here. Mal, what do you want to do? Come on, you got to tell us. This event could end soon. All right, Faysal says we're still sticking it out with the Shang piece.
Tremor. Shang Tsung's laboratory.
All right, let's do the damn thing, chat. It's AP, it's Faysal, and Faysal needs to get going. I don't know if anybody's going to be coming through to gift him another life. Lady of Chaos could have been the last safety net. How many bans can I get for 2 boxes of gas station Rhino pills? You get all the bans, DJ Crush. All right, Faysal says let's come through with a little bit of zoning, though. AttackPotency. Dude, Meow, extra life for Faysal or ban Omni-Man, he says. That would basically give it to Faysal at that point if you were to ban Omni-Man. I don't know if that's fair, but that's what this event is all about. Good damage coming from AttackPotency. This would, without a doubt, be the best win AP has ever had. However, this event could still rear its ugly head. Oh, Faysal trying to pick that one up, though, and this is going to be AP on a monstrous lead. AP has completely taken over. Faysal is in trouble, Chad.
Your only legacy will be failure.
Round 2. Fight.
Yo, what's going on, Y2J? Welcome back. Since I had something to do, not a problem whatsoever. And right now, AP is looking to win this tournament right here. This would be a gigantic upset. However, there could still be some shenanigans, chat. People forget, man. Vape should be 180. I said 20. Okay, I got you. I believe you, Lady of Chaos. I don't know. Sometimes I don't see those. At the same time, I believe you. I know you would not ever, steer from. All right, let's see it, though. And by the way, Goopa says, how can we unban? You got to hit that donation tab. And this is going to be AttackPotency on a 2-0 lead. And this event could be coming to a close. Is anybody going to help save Faysal?
Brutality.
And remember, here is your selection here. And Faysal, he needs some help. See, I just got where I needed in the live stream. So how will this be an upset? We're talking about a guy coming from Final Kombat. So AP is known. Yeah, Faysal is literally one of the best players in the world, but so much of his roster has been banned. So if anybody wants to give Faysal a life, if anybody wants to help him out, now is your chance. This could be the very last game. We are going to see. Remember, Mao still sitting pretty on 1 pick. And Faysal thinking about this one. What does he need to do to take this man out? AP still sitting on 4 lives. This is going to be a true David versus Goliath.
Schemers like you rot the core of civilization.
We're talking about offline top 8 final. Yeah, exactly, Merengue, exactly. We're talking about a guy who's literally top 8 in the world. He said, give Faysal a life, says Meowmers with his last choice. And by the way, Gummies, I'm going to try to set that up. If you're in the Discord, be sure to be on the lookout for it. All right, Faysal still sitting on 2 life. Meowmers with his last pick. He says, you know what? I'm going with Faysal on this one. By the way, Meowmers, I was waiting. I was going to say, is he going to, surely he's going to spend it this event, right? He's not going to save it for another one. 4-3-4. Faysal, though, getting a bit of saving grace, but AttackPotency not letting up off that trigger whatsoever. Good grab. And by the way, W Malmers, W Lady of Chaos, W Osboss, W everybody. Yoko, I know you're in the building as well. Thank you guys all so much for the support. All right, into the air we go. Faysal getting a new lease on life. 4-4-3-4. 4-4. 4-1-2. So I'm trying to unban Goop, but if you do want to, it is right here. If you do decide to go with the Cash App, just be sure to let me know. Never mandatory, always appreciate it. Thank you so much for even considering. Faysal starting to wake up now, maybe supercharging this man, and that makes me angry. Hunter Panda, Mao gifted him a life. He had one more choice, he decided to give him a life. This would not be the last game coming from AP. Is it the donate tab? Goopa, 2 messages above you, it's right there. It's where it says PayPal, the Stream Elements one. Or the Cash App, whatever is your preferred method of choice. Thank you so much for even considering. Big up block coming from Faysal. Faysal starting to wake up here. Okay. Oh, AP still coming out with the heat. AP is still very dangerous. Now, we'll say as far as online results go, AP might be second to pretty much no one, though. A very strong player, though, and that's a huge combo pickup. And Mao coming through with a 20 bomb, saying, give Faysal 2 lives. Are you kidding me, Mao? $200 in that piggy bank coming from Mao. And I have a feeling, by the way, Mao is not going to let Faysal lose this tournament. But I do have some good news. Both these guys are going to be earning something today. And by the way, Faysal says, I'm you. Can we all get some big M's for my goat, Mao? Lady of Chaos right behind him, of course. And we are all tied up. And all right, $200 in that piggy bank, Chad. Still working our way through. And still not done by any stretch of the imagination. DJ Crush saying meow meow. And a huge shout out to Mal, though. By the way, coming through from Germany, serving this country, and all I gotta say is a huge shout out to one of our goats here in the building. And Faysal, basically nothing happened. That is crazy. Now, if anybody wants to help out AttackPotency, no, AttackPotency has everything they need. Hey, AP so far with the lead, but AP's got to do this 4 more times if he's gonna get it done. Big stomp. And an overhead as well. We're not done here by any stretch of the imagination. Y2J saying it never happened. That is the power of chat, I'm telling you. And a huge shout out to Mao. I can't shout people out here on the YouTube, but Mao knows I love him. Best wishes. Nice. And is Faysal gonna get his first win here? He's close. He's backing up off of any and all of that. More fireballs coming through. However, AP though, this is gonna be no. And that's gonna be the game. Absolute. No, he drops it. Big stomp. And the Whirly Bird, is that gonna be a punish? And catches him though. That could have been the game as well. Both these two had it and lost it, but that's going to be AP dropping him down to 3 lives. And all right, Faysal, an update. You were gifted 3 lives, by the way, but now you lost once. So this is going to be 4-3 now. So basically, Faysal and AttackPotency, yeah, Faysal, you were gifted 3 lives from Mao and, no, from Mao exclusively. Remember, if you guys want to throw some shenanigans here, you can add somebody to the bracket. You can force a player to play a character of your choice. And Faysal is asking for Striker. He wants Striker, chat. Faysal, you might want to wait around a little bit. You might want to wait around. Faysal's waiting for it. Is Striker coming? No, Faysal, you got 3 more lives. I'm sending via Cash App. Goofa, what is it you want to do?
The Fire Temple.
Schemers like you rot the core of civilization.
All right, let me know if you do send that.
There's no winning you over.
And Lady of Chaos saying, let him fight it out. Faysal's asking for that Striker piece. He says, if I'm gonna get this done, I need something that's gonna help me with that. Because right now, AttackPotency being omnipotent with that Omni-Man. You said Goof, unban Striker. Everyone's asking for the Striker unban. And remember, you guys control these players' fates. Big stomps coming out. AP, though, just continuing to roll. My goodness. To ban Omni or unban Striker, says Neon Gummies. People want to see Faysal win. However, he's going to need some help. By the looks of it, because AP right now, a 1-man wrecking crew. Let's see how this is going to roll. Let's see how this is going to go. Faysal not giving up. And I see where Lady of Chaos coming from. He said, just, you know what? Let them play. All right, and by the way, if you do donate via Cash App, be sure just to let me know. My phone does not always give me those notifications. All right. By the way, let's see where we're going with any and all of this. So he spends that. That's going to work. Absolutely. Yeah, he's not. All right, Faysal. Faysal's going to pick that one up, and Faysal's going to take his first round in quite some time. What a comeback from him, I will say, spending that fatal blow early.
Round 2.
Gangster for life. The reason why he wants Striker is he wants to be able to use T1000. Currently, he cannot use it. All right. It looks like Faysal's starting to wake up, slowly starting to get an up. Slowly starting to get. I'm sorry. Where's the heart chat? Let's go. Does it give him Striker? Goopa, did you donate? Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, I have not gotten a donation yet. We got to keep this as fair as possible. All right, let's do it though. Remember, yeah, we got to make sure we're respecting people's money though, because we just start banning and unbanning. Merengue, he would be very, very good. However, right now it's going to be all Faysal. He's trying to drop AttackPotency down. By the way, 212 people in the building. What is up to everybody watching around the world? AP, though, is not trying to let this go. And he gets the mix, though, but he drops it, and that is going to drop him down to 3-3, Chad, which means this is going to be now a 1st-3, which means we are basically restarting this entire set. Now, it is going to be 1st-3. Faysal does not have the lead yet. No. And all right, Chad, there are no updates on the ban-unbans, by the way. Let me take a look. And by the way, Lady of Chaos with a 20 bomb says keep Striker banned. She's putting a double ban on Striker. Oh my goodness. Lady of Chaos says this is for AttackPotency. So you know what they did? He was already banned, and now they put a double ban on him. So in order to unban Striker, you would need to spend $30. He said, I am banned Striker? Okay, so there's only 2 bans on him now. Let me make sure that's what Lady of Chaos wanted to do. Let me see. Wait, Mal. Mal with a 20 bomb, unban Striker, and make AP use Chameleon. Oh my God. Mal, okay, so Lady of Chaos. Let me make sure I have this right. Lady of Chaos dropped 20 to ban Striker twice. You dropped 10 to unban him once and to make AP use Chameleon. So, and then I gotta still check from Goofbutt. Real quick. And yes, there it is. Striker for Faysal. So, Striker is unbanned because Lady of Chaos spent 2 to ban Striker. And so that was 2 bans on him. No, but he was already banned. So that'd be 3 bans on Striker. Then there was Mal. Then there was Goofbutt. So Striker still has 1 ban on him. But now the next game, AttackPotency has to use Chameleon. So Striker has 1 ban on him. By the way, that's a $230 prize pool. I have that right. I'm making sure I have that right. So in order to unban Striker, you would need $10 more because he was already banned. Lady of Chaos banned him twice. Mal unbanned him. Goofbutt unbanned him. So that still leaves 1 more. However, Faysal says no Striker, no problem on this one.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, chat, let's get it though. Let's go. AP though, trying to instill their will. What is this, 6-7 grand final? What's up, by the way, Various? So, if anybody does want to unban Striker, and Mal with a 10 bomb says, all right, let's unban Striker. I got you, Mal. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Lady of Chaos, Mal, and Goofbutt most recently. And Mal says, I got you, man. Just you put a number, and I'll crush it. And all right, guys, so that is a $240 prize. One Lady of Chaos with another 10 bucks to ban Striker. 250. This is the real battle. Striker is banned again. But remember, it's only 1 ban. Only 1 ban. Lady of Chaos says, I got you. And this is the real battle, chat. The battle's going on inside the chat, not even here on stream. But this is going to be all AttackPotency right now. He's going to knot things up. This is going to be a huge, huge battle. All right, so for the new update, Striker is now banned again. No, Goofbutt. We added yours to it, but you can actually stack them. You can stack them. And all right, Faysal gonna take this game. It's gonna be a 1-0 score. And by the way, Mal forced AttackPotency to play Chameleon. So that is gonna be a 1-0 score coming from Faysal, slowly adapting to AP. And Mal with a 50 bomb, unbanned Striker 5 times to make this a $300 prize pool. Striker is safe. Striker is very, very safe. So Striker can be used. AP, you have to use now Omni-Man. The good news is both of you guys are going to be getting paid. I got you. Trust. All right, so Striker is no longer banned. And he has at least 5 shields. No, not 5 shields. He has how many shields around him? So Striker is now going to be completely unbanned and with 5 shields. And so, AttackPotency, you have to use Chameleon now. AP Chameleon.
Schemers like you rot.
And Mal, I'm not gonna let any of that money go to waste. We are making sure we get your character pick in. So, they didn't hear us on this one because I was too busy banning the character. So AttackPotency, after this game, no matter what, you have to use the Chameleon cameo. And I'll tell you what, guys, Faysal's gotten a lot of love, but oh, just down to him. And I'll tell you what, guys, Faysal's gotten a lot of love. Is AP gonna get any of the similar kind of treatment? I don't know. That is the benefits of making it to Final Combat. Yeah, Striker has 5 shields around him.
Round 2. Fight.
By the way, I'm not going to update that ban unban list because it's only the Striker cameo, and I want to make sure I lock in for people's money's sake. I want to make sure I give them exactly, this. And by the way, guys, this is not a format we do every single day. This is just something fun. And all right. So, chat, with that, we're going to go back to it. Mal has to make his pick, though. He gets a Chameleon choice out of AttackPotency, and we're making sure he gets that one locked in. All right, so Striker sitting pretty. I wish I had something to actually put a shield around him, but he has 5 shields around him. Mal is saying, I don't care. And Various saying, so no more donate. I mean, the only way to do it, you would have to donate 50 to unban Striker. There's $300 in that prize pool, Chad. By the way, Lady of Chaos, Mal, Goofbutt, everybody who's been coming through. Mal is saying, Various, do you want to play? Are you kidding me? Mal, don't do this. Mal, don't do this.
Core of civilization.
I see. There's no.
Mal, let's be reasonable here.
Pity.
Oh, is he gonna activate that challenge? There's no way.
Fight.
He's asking Various if he wants to join the tournament, which is a selection on this. Like in the brackets. Mal, don't do this. to give him each 20 lives. Well, AttackPotency has not, he's only been given 1 life. So he would have a couple more. Got 30 minutes behind the stream, so I'm gonna need y'all to shut up till I get here. I got you, Osboss. By the way, well over 200 in the building. Keep in mind, if you get added to the bracket, you would have to win in order to win any of the money, or else it's gonna default back to the top 2. Various says, sure, there's no way! Oh my god. Mao, be reasonable here. And that is gonna be Faysal. Keep in mind, Various, if you do get added to the bracket, it's win or go home. If you win, you have to split it with the winner of this bracket. If you lose, you get nothing. Just being completely honest. It would default back to top 2 here. All right, though. And we are still moving. He said, I just sent 20 via Cash App, Lady of Chaos. You did. What are you doing with that? I just saw that, by the way. Lady of Chaos, what are you doing here? What is it we're trying to do? And Mao with a $60 says, let's get Various in the event. Various, you're up next. You're up next, Various. You take on the winner of this. Mao and Lady of Chaos, thank you so much. Keep in mind, Lady of Chaos gets to choose what they want to do here. Oh my god, chat, we're not done. We're not done. 5 shields around Striker, by the way. And all right, Various, by the way, huge shout out to Mao and Lady of Chaos. Hey, Lady of Chaos, what do you want to do? What is it you're looking to get done here? All right. And all right, somebody has been added to the bracket. It's Various. If you lose, you owe me all this money. All right, Various, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. All right, and now that is gonna be Faysal on a 2-0 lead. Faysal, by the way, and AttackPotency, somebody was added to the bracket. So here's the scenario, chat. Here's the scenario. Various has been added to the bracket. He would have to win to have a shot at winning any money. If he loses, he gets nothing, and it would go back to the top 2 here. If he wins, though, he splits it with the winner. That is going to be very fair. And all right, chat, still 5 shields around Striker. Oh, Shang Tsung's banned. Shang Tsung's banned and T1000's banned. Oh, my goodness. I got you. Shang is out of here, and T1000 is out of here. Lady of Chaos banning 2 characters. All right. Faysal, the good news is you get Striker. The bad news is Shang is banned and T1000's banned. But you do have a 2-0 lead, and he goes Katana on this one. And remember, Faysal right now on a 2-0 score. If anybody's going to save AttackPotency, as far as lives are concerned, you can still give him a couple.
Chameleon, the Fire Temple.
And by the way, Lady of Chaos, thank you so much for that most recent donation. We are 20 away from 400. And Various, I just want you to understand the stakes. You got thrown into the bracket courtesy of the GOAT now. However, you have to win.
Fight.
And chat can still pull any kind of shenanigans they want. And what cameo do you use, by the way, Various? You use Jax. Jax is banned. Wait, no, Sector. Sector is not banned. Ooh, Various could win this event. He said, didn't I ban Ghostface? Well, let me check the list. Let me check the list. So I've been updating this list. I don't think you did, Lady of Chaos. I don't think we have a single ban on Ghostface. And Goofball, which means that 5 shields, which means that you need to ban him 5 times in order to actually ban him. Sector is not banned. You're correct, Merengue. However, Shang, right? AP though. AP's starting to kind of go on a roll here. Hang on a second, Chad. This is kind of crazy. Let me update this list. Shang, T1K. However, Faysal still continuing to roll. If anybody's going to save AttackPotency, it's going to have to be soon. He's sitting on set point. Is going to be Faysal.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, Lady of Chaos, I've been pretty good about keeping up with it today because it's not as crazy as it was last time, that's to be sure. I don't think we have a single Ghostface ban. I'm pretty sure I would have remembered it. If I'm wrong, though, I'll have to go back and look. If so, I am so sorry. But I think I've been doing a pretty good job. And Faysal, though, is anybody gonna save AttackPotency? It would have to be now. And hang on a second. And we are moving. Now adding Various to the bracket, though, in chat. Wait, one more hit. And that is going to do it, Chad. That would normally be the end of the event. However, it is not. It is not the end of the event. All right, Chad. Now we have to go to Grand Finals because we've got some updates. So, Various has been added to the bracket. Faysal, I don't know if you caught that one, but you got another match. So, here's the deal. So, Various has been added to Grand Finals. So here's how it stands. If Various is able to beat Faysal, then him and Faysal would split their share of the earnings. if Various loses this, he gets nothing. And AttackPotency and Faysal are going to be walking home with some cheddar. Either way, Faysal's getting something here. However, we're going to see if Various can throw his name into the mix. And Mao, I don't know what we're doing here, man. Either way, if anybody needs to look at that ban list, this has been an insane tournament. So this is how things stand, by the way. Various could very well do this. Keep in mind, this is all because of Mao, and I blame him exclusively. So let's get those invites sent out. Various or Faysal, whoever wants to send those invites out, let's do it. Yeah, remember, you can add somebody to the bracket. This is crazy. So that is where we stand. If Various wins, him and Faysal walk home with a cheddar. If Various loses, then Faysal and AttackPotency walk home with some cheddar. All right, chat. And remember, you can technically add AttackPotency back to the bracket. So if you see Various winning, remember, you can add AP back to the bracket, chat. We can be bought. Somebody add me to the bracket, of course. And remember, chat, this is not a fair tournament. This is a bit of a fundraiser to kind of help supplement the stream and support the player base. So we're just going, man. The players all have been through this before. They all understood what we're going through here. Now let's get you to that next match where it will be Faysal and Various. Faysal working some overtime today, to be certain. Yeah, Merengue. And trust me, we've had tournaments that go way crazier. I believe the last tournament we had was like $700 donated. By the way, we're doing this exclusively on YouTube today for like one of the first times ever. Faysal and Various. Does Faysal ever get to stop playing? I have no idea. And the thing is, we have to keep it to where it only affects the prize pool if you can ban the characters, because it benefits the players. Like channel memberships, it only benefits me, and the players get nothing out of that, except for they have to work harder. What's up, Depleted? All right, chat, let's do it though. Various, you're on deck, man. Let's make it happen. Remember, for Various, this is a winner-go-home situation. He's just happy to be here. Mao's over there at the bar just getting drunk, just enjoying this. But you know what? It's a fun event, guys. Nearly 400 donated. Lady of Chaos, Mao, Goofbutt, Osboss, everybody, thank you all so much, man, for everything you've done. Say, we need a vape reveal? You want me to show you what kind of vape I'm packing? I got you.
Raiden.
And by the way, guys, this is Grand Finals 2. And by the way, Mao says we're getting lit right now. Says, you know what? The players are going to dance. I got you. By the way, yeah, so that's the scenario. Sorry.
Kitana.
And yo, what's going on, Osboss? So we smoking vape? I got myself a banana strawberry flavor. Tastes amazing. Remember, if Various wins, AttackPotency gets... Okay, Various. If AttackPotency, if Various wins, then these two would be splitting. If Faysal wins, then you two are going to be earning some money. We'll go down the payout and whatnot. But this is all Mao's doing. But you know what? He did boost the prize pool, and I got to say a giant thank you. All right, damage coming out from Various. Overhead chop. And remember, if you want AttackPotency to win some money, all eyes on nerfing Various, who needs to... If you get this Raiden out of here, that is going to be a huge step. What are you talking about, Austin? However, it still will be Faysal with the lead. He has none of his main cast whatsoever. Okay. And Faysal says, let's zone, though, but it's going to be favoring none other than Faysal. Double rockets on the loose. Various can very easily rob this right now. All right, good grabs. So can I super chat to ban Raiden just this once? Unfortunately, super chats do not affect this event. It's not fair because it doesn't support the players. Only anything that affects the prize pool can do it. And this is going to be Various. He's on the verge. He's got double rockets, and that is going to be Faysal. All right, Faysal, he's doing this for AttackPotency, by the way, to give him a little bit of cheddar. $380, that is nothing to sneeze at. Opinions on that comment? No comment on that comment. By the way, if you enjoyed the channel, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you do want to ban or give some likes, you can do this right here. You say Rips live right now too? Of course, of course. So not gonna lie, I wanted to. Oh, you wanted to ban Kitana? Oh man. Various right now, though, putting it on. Various gonna take the life lead. How long have we been here, by the way? What, 2 hours? Yeah, just passing the 2-hour mark. And Osboss, no comment on you asking about your comment. Good grab. However, right now, the susboss in the chat. Faysal doing Faysal things. Faysal says, I'm doing this for AttackPotency. Into the sky. How hilarious is it now, by the way? Hey, Varys, do you want to play? And this should be Faysal on the verge of taking the lead here. Good grab, and this is gonna send it home. Yes, Faysal takes a 1-0 score. All right, chat, and with that, though, that is going to be 1-0 on the side of Faysal, though. He's looking to get this done, and he has to play some extra innings, courtesy of Mal, by the way, who did boost that prize pool. And look at AttackPotency, the biggest Faysal fan in the world. So why the heck would I do that? I was wondering that, lady, because I'm like, why would you ban Katana? And Hayden says, add me to the bracket. Hey, only the chat can do that, man. I am merely the middleman here, chat. And if you're watching this video later, yes, this tournament is crazy. Oh, let's say no one should gift lives anymore, but it makes it so fun. They definitely should. Faysal has had to work harder than any tournament. By the way, grand finals too. Can we get some appreciation on that?
The time, Raiden.
Tomb of the Dragon Army. Round
By the way, let me fix this real quick. Deactivate and then activate. Sure. All right, looks like we're good to go. Neon Gummy says give 3 to each. How long do you guys want these guys to play for? All right. How long do you, I mean, it's up to you guys. Vape said he was vaping banana strawberry flavor, so it was my duty to let the people know. All right, Osboss. All right, I see. However, right now there's gonna be Varys on a very sizable lead. Overhead. And right now, though, that's gonna be all Varys, as dominant as a round as it gets. And right now, I feel like everybody's cheering for Faysal except for Mao, who added Varys to the bracket. And Mao said, we're over here, we're getting lit, by the way, and you guys are gonna play, because I said so. However, Faysal coming through. Talking to Merengue. By the way, well over 200 people in the chat. What is up to everybody around the world? Down 2, he still gets hit by the rocket. Varys gonna get a combo out of that. But nah, it doesn't exist. Good. All right, Faysal still taking it to Varys, so he will have the lead. Varys still trying to catch him midair, not gonna work out. All right, and Varys finding himself in a position to earn some cheddar today. This will be some very sizable cheddar, by the way. To add me and Hayden to the bracket if I can beat him, we would, if so, I think, I don't know. We'll see what happens either way. Ooh. The chat is going crazy. What a crazy tournament, says Shadrick. Yes, sir. They said the chat experience wasn't as good as on YouTube. It's lit right now. What can we say? Oh, that's, no combo starter. Overhead. And Varys on his way. Can Varys take the lead here? And Varys back up. And that is going to do it. Varys tying this up. And by the way, Chrome saying, Vape, are you the same guy from Twitch? Absolutely. All right, Varys tying this thing up. Varys is 2 games away, at least for now, from winning some money. And right now, I've never seen anybody cheer for Faysal quite. No, Varys, there's no update. They're letting the chips lie where they are. But I feel like everyone is cheering for Faysal because if Faysal wins, AP gets paid out. Varys, though, looking to cause some problems here, though. Let's go take a look at that game. Currently, this is how everything stands. Yoko, wait, did we get an update? Did we get an update? Let me see. And we just did get an update right now. Big Yoko giving a life to Faysal. Says, you know what? We're not letting Faysal lose this thing, man. He's come too far. So Faysal has 3 lives. And Varys has 2. That is correct. So we're going countdown mode on this. By the way, Yoko, thank you so much.
Fire Temple.
And AttackPotency says that you guys literally just have to ban Raiden and this event's over.
Now isn't the time, Raiden.
All right, so Faysal has 3. Varys has 2. Thank you so much, by the way, Yoko. 390. We're 10 away from 400. Are we going to hit it today, Chad? We're going to see. By the way, what a development from this tournament. And yeah, one would have to think if you just ban Raiden, Varys would be a fish out of water. Oh, let's say, see, please somebody unlock T1K. Yeah, by the way, Merengue even agreeing with that. If Raiden were to get banned, that would be it. What am I trying to suggest here, chat? And Matt with a 20 bomb, take 2 of Faysal's lives! Oh my goodness. And just like that, Varys is on set point. If he wins his one match, somebody would have to give Faysal a life. And he's well on his way to doing so. Oh my goodness, $410. Mao, thank you so much. This was unexpected. And Lady of Chaos saying, donate. We're not letting Faysal lose this. Faysal's gonna have to work hard. Mao throwing another wrinkle saying, let's make him work even harder for this. All right. Faysal cannot afford to get hit once, and he spends the fatal blow! And just like that, that is gonna be Various on set point. And remember, if you're gonna save Faysal, it would have to be before this event ends, before he kills him. All right, and if you're gonna donate, you gotta do it now. By the way, one more life can be taken away from Faysal. That is the max. That way we can't have you guys sitting and trading all day. So if you donate 20, he is guaranteed to keep at least one. So I know Mal's gonna be coming through with some more of that. All right, Faysal knows it's go time. Various with a grab. Is Various gonna walk him with some cheddar? This would be terrible for attack potency. And another Thundershock. He's on his way to winning. Various, is he gonna win this event? Various is close. Oh my goodness. Faysal's got a break. I'm looking, I'm checking the PayPal. All right, Faysal's gotta go. All right, and Lady of Chaos with a 10 bomb. It says AP picks. AP, what do you want to do? He's gonna give Faysal a life, I can already tell you. He's already given Faysal a life. Yeah, he's gonna give Faysal a life. And that is gonna be it. But Faysal has one more life remaining because I already know what AP is gonna do. So it would normally be 2, he took 1. There's gonna be 1 right there. Give Faysal, I already knew it, No. A life was given to Faysal. I already knew what AP was gonna do here. And by the way, $420. And Faysal, chill at that main menu for a little bit. Let the chat decide. 420 clams on the board, by the way. And if anybody's gonna help out Faysal, Mao has thrown this tournament through a loop, and I know he's laughing to himself right now saying, look at this. By the way, Lady of Chaos, thank you a ton. And remember, only one more life can be taken from Faysal. I spoke to Mr. YouTube personally, and what a guy. I walked into the internet and said, what a great website this is. He said, Vape, send the link. Everyone's trying to help out Faysal. What has Mao done to this event? All right, if you're gonna do so, remember, everybody's trying to help out Faysal. They want to make sure Attack Potency gets some money today. Yoko sent $10 more. Did he? Yes, he did. Ban Raiden. Raiden has been banned.
Raiden.
And Faysal asking for that Shang piece. All right, Various, Raiden has been banned. This is crazy. By the way, Yoko, thank you a ton. All right, Raiden is out of here. But why do I have the feeling like Mao might be cooking up something? And by the way, Faysal is asking for that. He said, give me the Shang. By the way, Yoko, thank you a ton. All right, Various, Raiden is banned. He also plays a mean Liu Kang, though. Not as good as his Raiden, though, admittedly so.
Kitana.
And you guys better hurry before Mao gets any ideas.
Motaro. Chameleon.
And remember, if you're gonna save any of these players, you have to do so. Mao with a 30. Unban Raiden and give Various 2 lives. All right, so that's gonna apply right now. It's gonna apply right now.
Fight.
However, the Raiden one he's gonna get back next time. $450 on the board. And Mao, by the way, not done on his Reign of Terror. So after this one, Various, even if he loses this one, he's good to go. He's still sitting pretty with 3 lives. Chat, put a 1 of this is one of the craziest MK events you've ever seen. This is what we do on Twitch literally all the time. All right, Toba, hang on a second. And chat, I think Faysal's gonna need some help because Raiden's about to be unbanned. He's gonna need his main. So that was my last 10, Lady of Chaos. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us, man. And I mean that a ton. If there's anything I can do to help you, I sent you in that in the DMs yesterday. Never be shy about it. However, Faysal and Mao though, he says, you say I put this man in. You think I'm gonna let him lose? However, a wrinkle you could do theoretically. And Attack Potency says someone down to add me to the bracket. AP is saying put me back in.
Fight.
That would cost $60. That would get us over the $500 mark. Overhead is gonna be good on the side of Faysal. Keep in mind, Various is gonna be getting that Raiden back as soon as this is done. Regardless if he, if he wins, he's gotta stay on it. And by the way, if anybody wants to start buying some lives for Faysal, man, he is definitely gonna need it because that Raiden is one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. All right, pressure coming out. Nice. All right, Faysal looking good. This is my first time actually getting to commentate in quite some time. To add the twins to the bracket for 120. Who are the twins, by the way, Mao? All right, 1-1. And still pressing on through. Various not completely out of the water. Gas is $4 a gallon here. I think it's like $5 over here. It's like $5.90. even at the reservation. Okay, well over 200 people. They just want to see how is this tournament going to end, and Faysal takes a life off of Various. Now, I'm telling you guys right now, if you want to help out Faysal, there's two things you can do. You can give him either of his mains back, T1000 or Shang, or you can gift him some lives. Let's go take a look at it. And Faysal, if I'm you might want to wait at that menu again, see if the cavalry's coming. I gotta say, as far as a fundraiser stream goes, this has been one of the craziest. All right, Faysal, remember, he either needs that Shang or he needs that T1K. Because right now, Various gets his, he said, how many does Faysal have? He has 1 life left. See if we have any updates. All right, if anybody's gonna ban Raiden, if I'm you, Faysal, you might want to wait around. All right, he says, let the chips fall where they lie. And remember, if you do want to give Faysal a life or 2, look no further than right here. It costs $10 per life.
Round 1. Fight.
Does Various know that Raiden was unbanned? Oh no, I told him like multiple times. And Malmer's saying, what about you? He's saying, do you want to win this event or not? I made it clear, right? I made it clear multiple times that he gets Raiden back. Maybe it's my fault for not removing the X on the ban-unban thing. However, he's still got some lives to play with. Big damage coming out. All right, good grab, but even better tech. All right, and what do we got here? And AttackPotency is cheering right now for Faysal, saying, please get this done. Into the sky we go. Faysal, though, I think this should be pretty much chalk from here. I don't expect Various to be able to win in this matchup, though. He specs so hard into that Raiden that the loot piece is not going to be nearly as potent. And chat, by the way, on the better half of $500, you got to be feeling for whoever wins this event. Remember, though, we do have a slight nerf, though. Whoever gets added to the bracket, if they do win the event, they do have to split their share with the actual bracket winner. Just makes things fair. And right now, Various, though, hang on a second. He's doing some work. However, Faysal looking up with some boutons. Why do I have a feeling like he's just going to bring this damn thing back? And right now, Faysal going aerial on this. And remember, all eyes, we want to see if AttackPotency is going to be getting paid out today. All eyes on Faysal. Well over 200 people in the bracket. Almost 2,000 views on the video thus far. Nice. Various, so what do you got from here? The lows coming out. Faysal, one of the best katanas in the game. I would say maybe only second to DJ. Add me to the bracket and then take away everyone's lives so I get the money. You cannot take away the last life, Mal. But I do see what you're saying. He's saying, let's just make this chaos. And that is going to be Various. He's on set point. If Various wins this round, it's over.
Fight.
Nice jump in coming. Overhead on the way as well. All right. And fans on the loose as well. However, Various says, let's go. Various in the lead. Various is on set point. Is he going to end Faysal's run here? Is the cavalry going to come save Faysal? I don't know. But Various is playing a lot better on this loop piece. He says, let's go get some bread. Good use of the armor from Various. He takes the lead. Forward 4. Down 1. Various, he wants this round. He will end this event if he gets this. Unless somebody donates to give Faysal a life. Okay. Trying to chase him though. Various with a forward 4. Various is close. Is Various going to do this? And I think that this is going to be G to the G's. And forward 4 again. And very no. Is anybody saving Faysal? And that is going to be it. Various wins this tournament. That is going to be it. He takes it. And now throwing a giant wrinkle in that plan, chat. I got to say, that is one of the craziest events I have ever had and I have ever run. However, Various, though, going to win it by a score of 3-0. And Various saying, please tell me it's over. It is over. And chat, one of the craziest wrinkles we have seen. And Mal said, I will not let this man lose. So, with that, he says, don't say I didn't do anything for you, Various. That is going to be Various winning the event, by the way. Him and Faysal, they're going to split their fair share of it. And that is going to be it. A crazy event from start to finish. And something I definitely did not expect. Remember, this is a crazy event. It's meant to be so on purpose. And all I got to say, guys, is thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you guys all so much for this event. It was a crazy one, guys. The support was overwhelming. And hopefully you guys enjoyed your time here today. And, you know, just a little bit of something to pass the time. Various just got just got money just like that. Mal said, I am not letting you lose. And with that, chat, this event comes to a close. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll be live tomorrow. We're going to try to get some MK11 in the mix. Other than that, guys, thank you all so much for the love. Thank you all so much for being here. And all I got to say is, guys, all I can say, much love, and you guys have a good one. Other than that, guys, take care, and we'll be back. And other than that, guys, yeah, Yoko say, AP, I got you next time. Hey, man. Either way, thank you so much for all of the love and appreciation, guys. Have yourself a great day. I know Rip's streaming right now. Be sure to show him some love. And guys, we're gonna be live on YouTube tomorrow. Much love, and we'll see you later. All right, I'm gonna stop belaboring the point, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye now.